YTQF, like we were talking about, the Syndra play, he's known for that. The big thing is if you outcap Vitality, you can then set the rest of the placements into a better win condition.
I feel like both of these teams are going to have their tasks cut out for them. But for you at home as well, you have a task, and that is to head over to scplay.gg and let us know which one of these teams will come out victorious. Cast your vote, and maybe this time around you're going to be correct, because so far the underdog story has been going the way of it. So maybe Wolves are going to be the ones coming out on top. I guess we're going to have to wait and see, because we are officially ready to start the competition. The first semi-final games heading over to the stage. Vitality against with Jasmine and Fancy.
All right, hello. Okay, here we go. Top 4. What up, Raptor? There's no loser bracket for semis? Nope. It's just Vitality versus Wolves. I think the winner of this wins the tournament. I think this is the true finals. I'm going to take a shot every time Syndra is bought. Can we get an 07 to Anditron? Live the good life. May forever rest in peace. Because you dying today. My god, look at the stage flashes. We're not Valorant, but we got some flashbangs.
Another week of competition and practice have gone by with a blink of an eye as we saw 12 teams being crushed at the trophy case, and only the top.
He's here? That's right, I'm here. Hello, hello, long, hello.
Championship Sunday at the Esports World Cup presenting Team Fight Tactics.
I gotta run ads now before the game starts. BRB.
That's right, Fancy. As our team
Oh, wait.
begins storming the stage, it's clear that they don't want to wait a second longer.
I think it already ran.
Hearts are pounding as everything they've worked towards boils down to this very
Darian, hello.
stage at the Esports World Cup.
This is absolutely the most tagged TFT tournament in history and the grandest prize pool of them all. So how about we introduce our teams?
You know what, Fancy? Let's go ahead and do just that. First up, we have none other than Team Vitality.
Alrighty.
Team Vitality currently on their 6th game.
Ooh, they did not look like they got much sleep.
Of what NA has to offer, and looking to set the debate once and for all.
K3 Soju. Toronto.
For our next team, it is Wolves
Setsuko.
qualifying straight from winner's bracket at the group stage, but having to go the distance to game 3 each time. But then eliminated Navi last night.
Wolves is the least impressive team on paper from China in terms of their name recognition.
None other than Twisted Minds.
But everyone in from China says that they're the best team.
From close
Twisted Minds thinks Wolves is better.
Here on this very big stage, the second CN team to make it through to our semi-finals. I can't wait to see how they perform.
60 seconds, Snowy, Juan Mei.
Finalist, it is T1.
T1 in the semifinals. Dude, the Korean team low-key might win it all, man. The Korean team.
The group of death, not dropping a single series, and now they are 2 matches away from claiming this trophy.
They're from the group of death, that's right.
I'm pretty sure
T1's in the group of death. You know who was also in the group of death?
shaking in their boots, in fact. Our first semi-final of the day here at EWC is going to be the Wolves Esports taking on Vitality. Best of 3s, of course. Grand final is going to be best of 5, and with $500,000 on the line, it's going to be a spicy one.
Honestly, I can't wait to see what these teams can do. But for now, let's throw it back to the casters and get back to our first game.
All right. There you go. Intro. Pretty good. I think they do a good job hosting the stage.
Thank you so much. I think we are quaking in our
Bintum's Revenge. Oh yeah. We've been making fun of them, laughing, having a good time, having our go. But now it's time for Bintum's Revenge.
Oh, absolutely. And for me, I mean, I'm so excited to have Vitality still in the event. You know, these are.
Is there a break between semi and finals? I don't know actually.
American region for so long, kind of the NA GOAT Setsuko, the biggest streamer.
Sovatana, thank you for 2 months. Sovatana, thank you for 2 months. All right, today's best of 3 into best of 5. And by the way, we got an announcement. Whoever wins this not only wins a bunch of money and of course the trophy, but apparently you have to rebook your flights because you're gonna have a lunch with one of the princes of Saudi Arabia. So a lot on the line today. A lot on the line today. Yeah, you are cordially invited. They said that you are cordially invited to a lunch with like this Prince guy.
Yes, and of course,
I was like, okay.
We've also had multiple interviews talking about how, for a lot of people, certainly from the general public.
I'm like, all right, sounds good. They're like, yeah, we will rebook your flight and everything. I'm like, okay. Good luck. There's a lot on the line. We don't want Soju to win. We want him to stream. Nah, you're not a real fan then. Can you even call yourself a Soju fan if you don't even want him to win? Like, he's already here. He's already here. He's already not streaming. You might as well just let him win.
Right, they've been able to find first place in every single one of these 6 games, and that's going to be, I think, the story of this matchup. Because if they can continue that,
Soju at the dinner isn't even that good though. Nah, Soju's very, very polite. He's only like that when he's around like only TFT players. He has to suss out everyone in the room and then he'll start acting like that. But when he's in like a professional setting, he's not like that at all. Tetsuko won't say anything. Milk's gonna be the only one saying anything in the presence of the Prince, and I'm worried about it. I'm worried about him. Oh god, Overachievers. Overachievers has some spicy things that can happen because you can get early powerful charms. Early powerful charms. So early powerful charms, for example, you can get something that says roll a shop with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cost at 3-1. You can start getting things like these crazy powerful charms like one stage earlier. So you can have Morgana printing units as early as by the 32 augment. What does the portal do? So basically you get 1 stage earlier or 2 stage earlier. Some of these really insane powerful charms. I think it's 1 stage earlier. Do you actively roll for powerful charms? I don't necessarily think you roll for it, but it's something that can swing things. If you're re-rolling, you're rolling for charms anyways though.
Definitely as underdog. We always talk about, Lee Shao, of course, has been a player who's been put in some very unusual positions here. You're flexible, of course. You're built different.
You can get like all 5 constellations. Yeah, you can get some really powerful stuff. Really, really powerful stuff. You know how there's also like other hidden powerful things like get a artifact anvil or things like that? You can get it earlier. Oh, 1 Syndra. Who's the guy that said he's gonna take a shot every single time Syndra was bought? I'm a 1-shot wonder. If I have 1 shot, I'm done for the night. So.
It's just a normal optimization to get those casts off as soon as possible. That one singular cast could be all the difference.
Li Xiao also has a duplicator, but he has a cloak. I mean, cloak's an acceptable component. You're looking for bows, tears, rods. Sword is also somewhat acceptable. And glove is the worst component. Pilfer. Nice. Well played. Well played. Let me think about this for a second. Oh, no. Oh, whoa, whoa. He wants a 2 health, so that means he wants to reroll? Or is he actually going to deviate because he might be playing Cog, he might be playing Cog. I see, he's probably playing Cog. I think he's just going to play the Syndra because he has a sword and glove. He might be on Cog duty. Well, no, it's hard to say actually. But Kog'Maw is generally the best with 2 healthy because you play so many 2 costs. But Pilfer is like so good that you could actually Syndra and tempo into 4 costs. Really? He has Galio 2 and he makes 10? Deja is generally not considered a good pick in the current 44 meta because so many Syndras want to play Galio. Oh my god. Wait, this is... Setsugo's calming so heavily. Look at him in the bottom right. He's calming really heavily. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. This is high risk. This is high risk for medium reward. I don't even know if Deja is like that good of a win out comp, but maybe they have some tech up their sleeves. But we decided as a team for Fnatic, we don't want to click on things like Deja Vu unless you already have like Rage Blade and Galio 2, and he has just Galio 2, so he's missing a little bit. Okay. TT has Spellblades, that's a good start. Spellblades into BT, so he's gonna play Karma. He has Fiora Karma. Syndra and Shop. I mean Syndra over Ashe, right? At least. Like, even if you're not trying to ramp up her cast, you have her for shred for the cast did. I'm feeling good today, guys. I have coffee finally. Yesterday, I was kind of falling asleep a little bit at the beginning of the day because I just woke up and I rushed to the venue and there's tech issues. But I got my coffee today. I am amped.
He's got the highest in the last like 4 or 5 sets in North American competition, right? So the lowest AVP here is certainly.
Shelty has Spellblades as well, so 2 Spellblades player. Both level to 4. Neither of them are rerolling Zoe. I don't think you reroll Zoe with Spellblades in 4v4. Too high risk. If you miss and you need perfect components, like you kind of need like the god start for it. Milk Rageblade. Wait, how many people have Spellblades? So Milk's the win out player. Spellblade Syndra. Toronto Tokyo is tempo into fast 8s. Soju is double down open fort. Wait, he buys Syndra at the last second, right? Because he wants to hold on to the Syndra. Okay, so he buys Syndra at the last second. Okay, so the question will be if Karma is taken. If Karma is taken. And Milk's going for Syndra. Actually, Milk's tempoing Syndra, and then what? Soju rolls for like 3-2 Syndra into like he's gonna be a second Syndra player. He has Shojin Cloak. Would you go Shojin Adaptive, or would you just like take like another bow or something like that? Good, perfect loss for Setsuko. YGQF has Rageblade and Shojin already. Okay, so we have our 4 Syndra players. YGQF, Milk, Soju, and one other person I don't remember.
Have our eyes out for 3-2, but also eyes on this carousel. Bunch of spatulas.
3 Spellblades, Magic Wand, 2 healthy. Not today, not today. Saren has not today. 3 spats? That's really. Oh. Wait, Soju can play Witchcraft. Soju can play Witchcraft. Oh no, he took Belt. Soju has open. Took Belt?
Actually, a very low priority beginning to these spatulas here. We know this does open up the possibility to go for some of these deeper verticals.
Why does Soju take Belt? Oh, is there no bow? Is it because of the component thing? There might be not enough components.
Any of those verticals, right? We saw kind of fairy vertical, portal vertical. Those kind of the main ones that have actually.
Oh my god. Soju has the hardest position to play. Double down. Setsuko spot's so easy because he's just rerolling Galio. And Toronto Tokyo and Milk have like very clear defined plans. Soju is like open-ended. He has sword, tier, belt, and cloak.
Something like the 8 portal could be an absolutely strong way of bleeding out and then securing that top 4 for your team.
I'm kind of curious what Shelty decided to take that one there, especially considering that he is the player from the Wolves here who's on the win streak right now, so not slamming his second item in will go up against Setsuko and the Deja board, as you guys mentioned. It will be very strong later on.
Okay, Setsuko loses again.
Shelty's looking real good, even without using all of his components.
Yeah, and Setsuko actually not.
Soju loses again, that's fine. So Soju's going for a 3-2, right? The 3-2 rolls super hard. He can't lose streak into the other reroll comps. He has to lose streak into a 3-2 Syndra. It has to be.
That amount of losses Setsuko will have to take, and he has to be the one to beat Soju here. He's not allowed to keep this 4 losses.
How do teams work? Get more points than your opponent per every game.
Completely hamper Soju's game being on the double down, so Setsuko is gonna have to sacrifice for his team if that ends up being the case.
I wonder if this guy wants to play Portal. He actually has the Portal units and he just needs to get a Rod now, so he's gonna play Tempo Portal. So he might play Spellblades into Rise, but Spellblades Rise is really weak because of his high mana pool. But then at least you get the Tempo Zoe. Unlucky. Soju's also holding Cass. He has to be playing Syndra. He took probably Belt for the versatility of frontline items and Nashers. Second cast. Nice, perfect. Best case scenario of the worst case scenario, which is Setsuko and Soju did not want to queue into each other.
Because Setsuko kind of needs this loss streak to continue. He needs the gold for the roll down, but he's.
Let me take off my thing real quick.
The spot for Soju gets so
it's like irritating my neck.
The only good news is that Milk, while it's not quite as dominant.
Wukong's reasonable to pick up here, but he's probably gonna hold on to this. Milk not optimizing around Syndra stacks right now. He needs to spread his backline and front line. He might miss like you can actually miss like up to 2 casts with Syndra. Okay, slight mistake here from Milk. These are so minimal, but like you never know. Like you never know if that ends up being the diff.
If we can spot Setsuko pick up a
Basically, you want to spread your damage out because you want to delay Syndra killing as fast as you can.
we definitely need some check-ins on the Wolves boards. I know
Glove. Ooh, a second glove.
we have these 3 rerolls. We have
Ah, these components suck. Oh, that is not good. That is not good.
Shelty being so strong.
There's the
There's
bow.
the bow.
Setsuko got a bow. That's huge. No bow for Setsuko in Carousel, so we got another bow.
Flexibility
That is big.
to augment
That
our
is big.
have to hunt for items.
Not the ideal reroll.
That's fine. You can declaw or stoneplate and slam rage blade. That's big.
Not gonna approach this in Casanova. You're putting something out here.
Yeah, let's just take a look here at the Wolves players, right? Lee Sao is going to be on that Syndra.
Nah. Oh, oh my god, he dropped the Nashers. He had Shojin rage blade. He dropped the Nashers.
Played Syndra, and you look at the item-
What is this? Ah, come on, man. The Milk's getting vest and glove, and this guy just gets dropped a straight up Nashers.
Right, Twisted Minds, 1.5 Syndra players
That's not good.
on their team. You can have
That is
one
not
player
good.
get 2-star, the other potentially go for the 3-star.
Do want to take a second to recognize we see Setsuko release with the Galio starting to pick up a little bit of steam. That Grince's Rage Blade has been waiting for a while. We'll see if it's good enough to get Setsuko back in the saddle.
Okay, so other things to pay attention to this stage, you can get those crazy charms we talked about. The stage 3 charms can often be huge. Setsuko really wants to win this because he's on a streak. Oh, big. Okay, he needs to streak on stage 3. So Setsuko's gonna roll and level, augment. For Soju, oh man, it's probably none of these. It's either any of these or none of these. Like he has to either. I think big grab bag probably is best here. Oh, defensive arts for Syndra. I think big grab bag's really tempting though because he doesn't have that many items and he has all the gold. So he doesn't have that much time. Big grab bag. Syndra 2. Big set. Oh, Syndra 2, 65 gold. He won. Wait, does he? He's level 7?
I think I'm liking what we're seeing so far. I think having that extra get out of jail free card is very nice.
Whoa. Morello? Morello's not optimal, but he can move that off later if he needs to, and he needs to go for a second stone plate anyways. Oh man, I don't know if we win this. This guy has not today and unified, and we have 1-star frontline, and so Soju goes back to losing. I don't know if we have the DPS to take this down. He has Hecarim 2 as well. Okay, at least we kill a lot of units. Thank you, camera guy, covering the action on the screen. the PMP came in just in time to cover what was happening, and then also I didn't get to see what happened, so they zoom it out. Okay, I mean Soju's doubling down, but it's fine. You got so much gold. So Soju's also on Tempo Syndra. So Milk and Soju are on Tempo, or are on Tempo Syndra, but Milk has the HP to play with. Toronto also is playing Spellblade's Cassin, by the way. I didn't see this. I think Toronto is... How good is Spellblades for Cassidon, actually? I actually haven't looked it up. I usually don't play this line. Let me see. Get up, top comps. Multi-striker Cassidon. I mean, Spellblade is just broken. It might just be, like, good in it. Oh, it is not good. It is not good. I'm looking it up just very briefly. Spellblades. It does not look very good in oh, yikes. Okay. I was like, well, you know, maybe Spellblades is like OP enough that it's good, but yeah. So this is because I think Toronto had to pivot for his team, and he's basically gonna try to bleed HP as slow as possible. So for him, every fight win he can get is really big. Good enough, 4.8. Yeah, maybe. Versus what Toronto Tokyo has to offer, so we'll see that start to flip later on in the game potentially. Okay, so maybe Toronto Tokyo is not going to reroll, and he's just going to push levels. Oh man, I don't know. It's hard to say. He still could probably play into Karma because he has Morello, and he has Crown Guard. But he's a little bit on the poor side. I mean, Toronto Tokyo is just basically trying to do whatever he can to preserve HP. He's the HP. He's the HP camel. Setsuko lost twice. Portal Emblem drop for Shelty. He took Pandora so we can get
Pandora Callista flex. This time
He took Pandora so he can get the portal emblem. Oh man, I'm thinking Wolves is in the driver's seat right now. Wait a second. Second Rage Blade for Setsuko? Oh, Setsuko took Pandora's as well. Oh, I missed that. I missed that.
Nearly every game. I think it's a very good illustration.
That's big. That's very, very big. 5 Vanguard. Who's he missing? Tom Kench.
And Setsuko's secondary augment here has been that Pandora's items here, so we'll now be able to just get best in slot on every
Sunfire. Okay. We'll take it. Sunfire is like much more acceptable in Vanguard because it's such a slow defensive comp, so you end up burning like way more, and it's just like it's a comp that can actually utilize Sunfire much better. Last item is usually Gunblade for Galio.
So that other Galio without the item still provides that strong disruption we know from the Galio in the front lines for the likes of
Nice. That's big. And Setsuko has enough Galios now where I don't think he's griefable. I don't think people can grief Setsuko anymore. Like Li Xiao has 2 Galios, but Setsuko just has to hit like any duplicator and just like one more Galio. Like he's gonna hit. He's going to hit. Copium. Li Xiao has the worst Syndra spot. He took 2 healthy into Syndra. I thought he was gonna play Kog'Maw, but he has Rage Blade. He started off with Glove, Sword, and Belt. His spot was the worst for Syndra, I think. Iceman, thank you for the prime or for the two months. Will the day 2 full VOD be re-uploaded? I saw some of the games were uploaded, but trying to find the full VOD. Oh, yeah, sorry. The problem is my editor actually deleted the video, so I don't have the full VOD of it. That is just lost in the annals of time. I'm so sorry. I tried to ask Twitch if there's any way I can get it back, but yeah, it's just gone forever. Sad.
Yeah, of course, Fnatic showed us what Rise could be capable of. Didn't quite work out. Wita, are you high on the...
They usually are really good about that stuff, so it won't happen again. I'm really sad about it too. What they were doing was while I was streaming, they clicked on my they accidentally clicked the wrong button, and they got mixed up with the live VOD versus the recorded VOD. So like they were deleting my VOD as I was streaming of that certain broadcast. They thought they were like doing something else. So unlucky. I uploaded what I have onto YouTube. I don't have all of them, but I uploaded what I have on YouTube. Red buff. I mean, Rise Biss is red buff plus AP. Like red buff, Death Cap, Archangels, like JG, like any of those, like Guardbreaker is fine. He's gonna afford to it. Can we go to other people? Soju's on a 3 streak, 59 gold. Wait a second. Soju's at 67 HP. He 3 streaked. He's gonna go GS. He's gonna go GS. Yeah, you could do GS. You can do damage for 6 Vanguard because you have so much defensiveness that you don't actually need Gunblade. That's also another. That's actually like tech that Wage and Iverson discovered. His last item could be JG or GS, and it's quite good for 6 Vanguard. Oh god, I don't think he's proccing GS though.
But we just see the power of the sustain and the not today. I mean, it's just so much for the cast.
And Setsuko roll down to 10 and missed. Oh no, I was saying that he's actually gonna hit. I'm starting to feel like he's not gonna hit. Saren has 4 gals on the bench. Hey, stop that! Stop that! What are you doing, buddy? Soju lost. Preserver Crest. Oh wait, so Soju is going for Karma. Potions or Preserver Crest? He's at level 8, 50 gold, Karma. This is a really big roll down. He needs minimum upgraded frontline. Okay, that's really good. That's like semi frontline. He needs to roll more. He needs to roll more. Actually, he found Nasus. I didn't see that. It also depends on his matchmaking pool. Maybe he has soft matchmaking. He can use Duplicator here. But I don't think Zillion's like that big value. He did end up making a Bard too.
Making his name on in this tournament so far, you're pointing out. And one of the reasons why he has been that all-star player
Soju stopping at 40. This is pretty greedy, but it could be his matchmaking pool. No, he's going against YGQF. He thinks he's stable on this. But he did hit Fiora too. Karma 1.
It's definitely been one of those compositions that has been putting out better performances. How does it match up into the
I don't know. It's close. It's kind of close. It's close. Oh no! Oh, okay, you know what? That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Good loss. Good loss. But like, he kind of wanted to win that one. Because Setsuko is also losing out right now. I think Setsuko has a really high chance of going 8th. This guy has 6 Gallows on the bench. Stop it! I was saying this guy is ungriefable and he's getting griefed. No, he has 6 Gallios and he hits his cast in 3. Where's the justice, man? Where's the justice? Oh god. And he has pressed the attack! This guy's a demon. This guy hits pressed the attack, hits cast in 3 while griefing Setsuko. Oh no. That is not good. That is really, really bad. Holy shit. This guy actually has the spot to like potentially do better than just 4th with Kassadin. Which is huge. Any of these reroll comps for tempo can get more than like a 4th. Wait a second, Kassadin's kind of stuck. No! Oh, Gal, you're so stupid.
It's just not going to happen. In fact, Setsuko is much more likely to go out of the game before Serene will.
So you lost again? Oh, no, he won. Overlay mistake. I think they have to sack Setsuko. I think they have to sack Setsuko. So you can go for... He's going for another defensive item. I thought he was gonna go for Camille, but no one's going for Camille. Saren gets it. The multi-striker player just got... They let him get Camille? Okay, you know what? They're probably saying whatever. He's gonna top forward, like ignore him. They let the multi-striker player get Camille. Oh wait, no, they didn't. I have... Oh, I have Shelty confused with Saren. I have Shelty... Sorry, Shelty and Saren. I confuse their usernames. My bad.
Try and keep Fiora around and on the field for a little bit longer, but as you're saying,
Soju, he's rolling now. He rolled a little bit now.
Throwing her into the back of the opposing team, she could just get blown up.
Yeah, 100%. But I love your point about the extra preservers, right? You got
going back to this duplicator. I guess he's saving it for Nico, but like I feel like I would roll to try to at least like stabilize my front line. His front line is still not stable.
That's a great way to play around this, and Soju needs to just continue to find
Tokyo tempo, and he has Callista too. Toronto's setup is good enough to preserve HP. Oh no. And Soju can't go to 9. He has to roll it again. I mean, Setsuko goes 8th, 100%. He just can't do it. This is depressing. Tarek 2. This guy has 2 portal emblems! That's not good. If this guy gets a 10, it is 100% game over, and he's streaking. And he has Rise 2, Tarek 2. He has all upgraded portal, and he hit Diana, which is like the best 5 cost for this comp. Okay. Well. Alright, well, Wolves wins game 1. I mean, Toronto Tokyo is bleeding out. He's definitely not winning. And then, I don't know. Actually, we haven't checked in with Milk. Milk potentially had win-out potential based off his Syndra setup, but I don't think he's winning out right now. Soju's greeting to 9. Soju actually kind of needs to win this, I think. Oh no, but Setsuko is... Oh, Setsuko had 10 HP. Oh, okay. Setsuko's 8th. Yeah, I mean, they were sacking Setsuko and they have to play for the winouts, but they really needed... Oh no, Milk's also losing out.
Setsuko, I think, played correctly. He rolled very early. He found 7 copies. He needed to just find 2 more, and they just didn't show up. Now you have to... Like,
everyone has Galio 2 on the board, man. You just... you can't. This is exactly why we said no Galio. His spot was so good. 7 Gallios at 3-5 with like 20 gold, with like good items and everything like that. It's just, but then everyone rolls down and you just, yeah, like, oh man.
Of course, the mental
He also even like got the items. Like that's another part of it that's so hard because like you're competing for the Rage Blade components. It's so hard to do. Soju has no gold to roll. He has to sack again. He actually pumped one by accident. Did he? Oh no, he didn't. He's 10 as 76. Okay, good items on Fiora. He has Nora ready to go. He can level for Nora next level. But like, here's the problem. He's gonna go to 9 and he's gonna have 10 gold to roll. He has to still buy charms and things like that. But Soju, Soju's forced to do this though because I don't think Milk has win out potential anymore, and so someone on Vitality has to win out. So Soju has to just pray that he high rolls. It's actually the correct move. You guys might be like laughing because like, oh, another Soju special, but like, who on Vitality can win out? Milk's not winning out. Toronto Tokyo is dedicated to like Toronto Tokyo was the only person who was able to hold his end of the deal. Like he has so much HP going to stage 5, and like he's just trying to lose as slow as possible.
We've got both Milk and Toronto, you can see, kind of floundering a little bit in the mid-table as the Xiao picks up a 3rd win in a row.
Quick call out. Toronto actually benched the Fairy Crown against Milk. So he's sacking for Milk. So
Milk's sacking for Soju because he needed to give him HP. So Soju leveled to 9 and he has 3 gold!
So guys, talk to me a little bit about the situation.
I'm down to roll a couple times. Okay, I'll buy that. You need any combat, any combat. Any combat. Okay, duplicates Nico. I mean, his board's like decent. His board's decent. He's just lacking items, which is weird because he has item grab bag. But he like has no items on like Gwen 2 and no items on Karma. Like this should theoretically be good enough to win some fights.
Good enough going up against Milk to kick things off though, who is still just carrying that Syndra too.
What's Milk's win out potential looking like right now? Mentorship, Spellblades, like it's pretty good. Setup, like on paper. He just doesn't. He probably doesn't have enough stacks with Syndra. The more I'm looking at it, I don't think his Syndra's doing enough damage. Milk's Syndra looks like a 2 cost right now. He's too poor. He's too poor. Oh, you can sell Blitzcrank for Oh no, never mind. He just sells his Tom Kench. Okay. I mean, he needs this.
Look at the health totals.
True.
All Vitality players at the bottom of the tables, all 4 of the Wolves.
There's no Vanguard you could sell, so.
At the top. It's gonna make it very tough for Vitality to make up for the
trying to get mentorship value.
Don't have the HP.
He has 4 steadfast hearts. Okay, this matchup, Milk has to win. But he has GS versus Nashers. Also, his opponent's Galio is in a very scary spot. Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna turn around and stun the Syndra. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's cooked. Vitality lost. Wait, Soju? Soju won. Oh, he won the GOAT versus the Ghost. Oh God, you guys. You guys.
Yeah, it looks like it could be, all 4 of them.
Oh man.
Probably strong enough that it won't quite happen, but still having 3
Milk lost with the dragon.
Very early on in game 1.
That is really bad news. That is really bad news.
Saying that he and Milk can kind of shake everything off, where Soju and Setsuko sometimes get a little bit mad, but are able to kind of push that away.
G-Bot third, thank you for tier 1.
Tokyo's background of having such strong mental, if he can have that rub off on the rest of this team and help carry them through, even just 1 loss should not shut this team down.
This is also the first bout with adversity for the entirety of the event for this Vitality team, right? They have been strolling all throughout their matches so far.
It's okay, adversity is good. Adversity is good.
It does look like they'll have
you can't just like win every game. Toronto sacking himself. Oh no, he has Salvager. He has Salvager, right? Just going Camille items. Hodge. He's going up against Soju. Soju moved his items off of Nasus onto Gwen. I mean, he's like desperate, and he can't find Nasus too.
actually don't know that there's much that they should change. I think they're still playing the game plan that has worked, and this time around they just could not.
I mean, the big reason why this game is not going, the casters are talking about like should they have changed anything, but I'm pretty sure it all was predicated on whether or not Setsuko can hit. Oh, okay, well, a good as best as it could be, but it's a 6-7-8. It's a 6-7-8.
Yeah, that's game 1 in the book. Dust picking up
Oh man.
Vitality members in the bottom 3. Soju honestly could potentially.
Do you guys believe us now when we said that Wolves is the strongest CN team? Malala was right, man.
Continue to ramp up that AVP in case they make the final.
Do you see the Twitter thread by Tartman? I think I'm gonna read it between games. I didn't get a chance to read it yesterday.
Again, Vitality, they've been so ridiculously dominant. I don't think even the Wolves would have credited that this first game of the first semifinals on stream would end this.
Man, that feels bad. And also, I'm pretty sure Soju is nowhere near strong enough for a win out either.
In this first one,
So,
we talked about being able to find the first place being
like the CM players found like the good spots, but they also denied. And like the moment Setsuko went 8th, or we knew he was gonna go 8th, Vitality was in a really bad spot. All good. It's just not Galio. It's just not Galio. You can't play Galio. Wait a second. It actually might be a 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Soju has to avoid 5th for the morale. He can't actually go 5th.
You end up giving up a lot of control when you go into something like the Overachievers as well.
Does Setsuko even win out his Galio 3? Oh, it's not about necessarily winning out, but he needs to play for better placements than that. Like, cause Toronto Tokyo was gonna always play for like a 4, 5, 6. But Setsuko also needed to be much more reliable in the mid stage of the game as well. I don't know. Also, Milk never got into a good win out spot either. His items ended up being kind of bad.
Something is just Hyrule because they played the whole entire game so incredibly well, right? But you know, looking for these reroll spots and finding that success.
But like, if Setsuko could have easily like landed like 4th, and if Setsuko goes 4th, it's just a brand new game because Soju has the ability to play for like win outs, even though he's not. But like, if you avoid 8th and you keep 1st on the table, you always have a chance to win. You always have a chance to win. But like Setsuko going 8th kind of realigns everything, and you know he just can't win.
Play around the 2-star, use it to find other creative boards, other
macro mistake.
With the Syndra and play for those top 4s. And I think Wolves executed that better than Vitality did in this game.
Dude, if you win this series, your prize earnings go from 45k to 100k. That might be a $55,000 Galio that he just got. That Galio doesn't cost 2 gold. It may have cost 55k. Okay, Soju wins. I mean, okay, so if Soju actually goes first this game somehow, then that is really depressing because that means Vitality absolutely had the win on the table as long as they didn't go 8th. Everyone thought Soju was going to do some Soju special, maybe troll the game. I mean, I said that I think that was correct. I think his macro was completely on point. The moment Setsuko went 8th, he recognized that he needed to try. He was the only player on Vitality that could make a play. So he tried, and like he's hanging in there. I don't know if he actually caps high. Oh, well. This guy got to 10, and he's about to hit 10 portal. Who's he missing? Nora, Jace, Zoe, Ezreal. He's missing Ezreal. Okay, never mind. Soju was never winning then. Okay, okay. Based off of this, even if Vitality played a better line. Oh wait, hold on a second. Shelty might die before he gets to it. Okay, never mind. He's 10 HP. Oh no, he has Ezreal in his shop. Oh, I missed that. He's locked it. Oh, okay, never mind. It's GG. It's GG. Okay, so based off of the way things are lined up, I'm pretty sure Vitality was never winning this game. But they definitely gave themselves a 0% chance when Setsuko went 8th. 10 portal is fake? Oh, it is not fake. There's a reason why this guy is leaning back and sipping water.
And the fact was, for Wolves, everyone found their conditions. Everyone was able to put it together. Everyone was able to make it work. And that's why we see kind of this, 1 through 5 having 4 Wolves players and only 1 Vitality.
Li Xiao, I mean, props to him, man. I thought it was Pilfer, and he took 2 healthy, and and he beast moded. But I mean, he also got Rage Blade Shojin Nashers at 3-1.
Just killing off a little bit of time again.
Yeah, 10 portals fake.
Final stage a little bit later on.
Also looks like Soju's dead. Soju lost to the Pressy Attack multi-striker player.
First game of this best.
It's a 4, 6, 7, 8.
The top 3, a dominating start here to the upper part.
I'm just telling you, whenever China wins, they win by like a landslide. They go 1, 2, 3, 4 so often. Whatever Chinese team gets to the finals, they're gonna win MVP. They usually win by so many placements.
Likely here, the vertical being so incredibly strong. If you can find it, only the second time I remember seeing level 10 happening.
I would always take Spat in Soju's spot in stage 2 Carousel.
From having a dummy or something.
I mean, yeah, that's why he's there and you're wherever you are.
It's also like so fun.
What? You should never take Spat in the Soju spot.
If you have them pull on 9, he's like, it just does like 8k damage by itself. You barely even need the unit to do anything on your board while it goes on. So
no flame.
Just one of the highest caps here as well. Kind of watch this unfold. And again, normally it's Soju saying 1, 2, 3.
I mean, the only spat out that Soju had would go for Witchcraft, but even then, he doesn't actually have the Witchcraft out. He had a Syndra spot, and he needed to kind of lean to Tempo Syndra. Like, Soju actually played this game pretty well. I think, like, maybe he should have rolled a little bit more on 4-2 is the only thing that I could potentially criticize. But in hindsight, it was actually... He actually had the macro read of the lobby correct, because he probably saw that Setsuko was going 8, so he needed to actually play for the level 9. So he was hoping that he could, like, be stable in that. So I understand completely why he played it that way. So, like, it's easy for me to say because of hindsight, but if he streaks stage 4 with that board, I think he only lost 1 time. But if he actually streaks stage 4 with that board with double down, he's actually back, and then he hits, like, 2-star legendary on 9 and he wins out. So I think Soju actually played this game very well. Toronto played this game well. I don't know what happened with Milk Spot, but all I saw his items were, like, not good. And Setsuko obviously going 8th was, like, the big dagger.
Remember these teams fighting here.
Dude, 10 portal. Dude, Wolves might it might be like Wolves versus Twisted Minds, and it's an all CN finals. Oh man. But that's the thing. Okay, if you're playing traditional TFT, then this is huge. You can't. It's hard to come back from this because they have such a big placement gap. But it's a brand new game. It doesn't matter if you go 1, 4, 7, 8 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the points reset, and so that's why 4v4 is hype. Who cares? Go next game. It's a new opportunity. New mental. Our semifinals best of 5 is best of 3. It's best of 3.
Yeah, and sometimes a more crushing defeat is easier
it's best of 3.
Because it didn't feel like
is the final today? Yeah, it's best of 3 semis into best of 5 finals.
This game, throw it away. We go to the next one because everything went wrong. Let's see what happens if things just go even or if they go good enough.
And it is now that Toronto Tokyo has to show his worth as that mental rock of the team.
All right, gentle friends, we head to break. When we return, we will see if Vitality can manage it. The Dr. Suleiman Al Habib showdown.
Is Vitality eliminated if they lose this? Yeah, this is semifinals. There are no playoffs. Sorry, no losers bracket in the playoffs. All right, they're taking a commercial break.
Making their way to
this is the schedule. So today we have only 3 things. We have semifinal 1, semifinal 2, and then grand finals. Vitality, Wolves, Twisted Mind versus T1.
For sure, going into this semifinal.
2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m. And then out. And then my flight is like 5 hours after this, so I'm gonna like it's gonna be best of 5, finals over, and then Frodan heads to the airport. NA, near airport. The best is when they have like English speakers on the League of Legends world streams, and like English isn't their first language, but they clearly have English proficiency, so they read the copy pasta as a guest. They had like, I think, was it last Worlds or the Worlds before that? They had like a guest analyst from like LPL or like somewhere from APAC, maybe OCE, and she reads the copy pasta in like this thick accent. NA, also known as near airport, is a minor region in League of Legends. It's like, oh no. Even the non-native speakers know the meme.
Wow. See, that's a big statement, but everything so far suggests that you can back it up. There's a lot of you know, big personalities, big characters.
Yeah, if it's OC is English first language, but I think she was like, she might have been from like Malaysia or so. I don't remember. My bad.
Communicate well.
No, I don't think it's hard at all. I think all the players on our team are completely bought in to doing what's right for the team, and we all just want to win, and that's the most important thing.
These guys are
You know what I
suggesting
heard?
an undefeated run. Will we see
EU
them again
players
at the grand final?
think Toronto Tokyo is one of the best players in the region. I asked some EU players like who they think is the best players. They said Dishop and Setsuko 1-2, and then they said Weishin 3, and some people legitimately put Toronto Tokyo at 4th. Oh, Twitter drama. All right, hold on. Oh wait, I can't read it because I'm not logged into Twitter. Does anybody have like a reader, like a summary, like a Imgur album or something like that? I can't read it. Aren't they right? Oh, I just think that that's like a controversial opinion because Toronto Tokyo has made it to one regionals. That one regionals he made a worlds run, and oh, he's like a good player. Just that like he doesn't have the pedigree to back it up. Like a lot of people put like they would put like Socks, for example, from last set, or people are saying like Greya in chat. Malala is like there in the conversation as well. Like replay is obviously being forgotten again, right? So I'm just naming a handful of players. A lot of people would put them before Toronto Tokyo. Like you could argue that if he's in peak form, Toronto Tokyo could be like top 15, top 10, but top 5 is a very hot take.
Welcome back, one and all, to the Esports World Cup presents Team Fight Tactics. We have just seen Vitality take the first loss of the entire event. Unfortunately, the interview just shown beforehand will not come true. There will be no 11-0 for them.
See and win trade their other players. Sum it up in one word: guilty. All right, sounds good.
We'll see how they bounce back from this loss, but I think considering, I mean, even listening to Toronto in that interview, it doesn't sound like a team.
Unroll now. Okay.
Single loss. They said they're all very committed to each other, doing the best thing for a team.
All right, here we go. Minimizing the volume. Collusions at Worlds, a thread. Before I give you obvious example of win trading, you need some context. This is the cash prize for last edition's crown, like $350,000. Then let's check the cash prize for the last Chinese regional finals. Also basically comparable. So China regionals is basically like Worlds equivalent. A little bit less, but still like a ton of money. As you can see, the cash prize for the winners are close, and that's a problem because during the last 2 championships, the Chinese champ did not play to make the best result he can. Once they were eliminated, instead of giving their best, they prefer to help the other Chinese players. Now, context of the game 12, because we played 12 games before you cut the top 8. Ning Li has 60 points, so he's pretty sure to access the final lobby if he doesn't go 8. Li Xiao has 54 points, so we need a top 2 to hope to qualify. The cut used to be around 61 points. Ah Hao has 46 points, and Qi Yan has 47 points. Both of them are out already, but they can still play for the cash prize. These are the evidences. Why is he not pushing level 6? There's absolutely no decent reason not to push here. I will add that he has an insane spot, and a world-class player will probably make a good result here. Ah Hao has Janna 2. Oh, he's playing Lux Janna, which rolled heavily on 6. He's at 3-5 at level 5 with 60 gold. Like, it's actually a free level. Okay? Very sus. On 4-1, he still didn't make a single roll, and his front line is not upgraded. You can say that he's waiting for his last Augment and Prismatic ticket, but he has enough money to hit without it. Last Augment, he picks Radiant Relic over Dragon Lord Crown, which is the best Augment here because he has entered the Dragon. He can have 5 Dragon Lord on 6. He picks Jaksho. The item is better for frontline here, like a Mumu and Rageblade would have been better on Janna. Oh shit. That's also egregious. On 4-3, there's an encounter giving 10 free rules, and he's not using it. He's 1 off Lux 3, 2 off Janna 3, and he has more than 50 gold. Absolutely not reason to use those free rolls now. Also true. 10 free rerolls, and he's 1 off Lux 3. On 4-5, he pushes to level 7, but he's keeping his free rerolls. It looks like he really wants to lose to stage 4. He finally uses those free rerolls on 4-6, and he hits Lux 3, but he doesn't dig to find the last Janna with 30 HP left. And that is also egregious. During 4-7, he realizes that Ning Li is rolling Alawi 3, Zoe 3, so he can top 8. So he sells his Alawi 2. The best tank in his comp. He's selling Alawi 2. He makes his board weaker and plays 2 Diana 2 for fun. Also true, I see 2 Diana 2s. This is his 5-1 board. You can see that he has 2 Diana, and he's not using his last 2 components because he's facing his friend Ning Li. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, he did it. He did it. I mean, I'm only halfway through, man. I'm only halfway through. Holy cow. That is some pretty damning evidence. That's some pretty damning evidence. Now the question will be, like, what does he get punished? And if so, how does he get punished? Also, the camera is like Milk is peepo shake right now. I'm down for a perma ban. So here's the thing. I heard about these allegations that there was win trading going on in Worlds instead of 11, but one, I only saw 1 or 2 screenshots, and 2, I only want to say these things if I see all the evidence and I know that they're making like a conclusion or something like that. 'Cause I don't want to just throw allegations out there all nilly-willy because I know that I have influence on the scene, so I don't want to just be like, wow, this guy's a win trader or collusion. So then I forgot about it because Dishsoap's like, oh, by the way, there's like some collusion things. You should take a look. Husky, thank you for the prime. Good luck today, buddy. Husky's like the I think that is the manager of Vitality. The second thing is China has been doing this for years. I think they did this also in previous sets, and the problem is that I don't think they think it's wrong. I think that they think it's correct. Like there's like I think they wouldn't do it if they were told not to do it, but because I think they don't think it's a problem, they're doing it. So yeah. Anyways, I mean that's not an excuse. I'm just telling you like why I think they did it. Setsuko has 5 rumbles. This is potentially really good start here for Kog'Maw. I think Setsuko might be on Kog'Maw duty. What do you guys think? Encanter Crown, but Encanter Crown is like really bad because you get a Jewel Gauntlet. Yeah, you get Syndra, but like Jewel Gauntlet is not a good item, and you really need to have like an item for Syndra. Oh, Going Long, but Going Long is like a fat. Oh man, Going Long is not for reroll. I think Setsuko could have considered Shopping Spree, but Shopping Spree for level 6 is not good. Oh my god, this is actually a bad Prismatic start for Setsuko. He has to play Syndra from here. This is really bad start for him. Okay, the only caveat to it is that Setsuko has a good front line. He can like Encanter Rumble, and then maybe he can go for like Encanter Rumble 3, and then he's not weak enough though for a loose streak. He might get grief on his items. Like, if he gets stuck with the back component on Carousel because he's win streaking too much, his Syndra might be too slow. I think Setsuko might be on Tempo Syndra duty and then hope that he just bleeds out to like a 4th or 5th. And he has to hope that the other spots for Vitality are better. Because this spot is not good. This is a good start for Li Xiao. 2-star Warwick with oh my god. With 2-star Frost to start things off. Oh, it's only 1-star Twitch. But this is a good start. Shimmer Scale Essence just pinches so much gold. I'm pretty sure this Augment averages like a 4 right now. Support Golem with Locket and no, this is exactly what happened to us. We played against Weibo Gaming and then they had like Support Golem and Shimmer Scale Essence and we had Wandering Trainer into Frost Hunter. This is exactly what happened to Fnatic. Oh no. We're getting Augment gapped. Oh, that is not good. That is really not good. Wait, and Milk has Prismatic Ticket. That's what Kiyun had. This is literally a replay. I saw this all happen in real time. What happened was Kiyun had Prismatic Ticket and he rolled and he missed. He was like our one chance in that game and he rolled and missed. Oh god. And they have Prismatic Ticket as well, which is also good. So far, China has 3 out of 4 good broken augments. It's 3 out of 4 check right now. Oh no. That is not good. That is not good at all. Prismatic Prelude? What is ideal for Vitality at this point? I mean, ideally, Tokyo and Soju also have really good augments. Wait. Okay, Saren has Giant Mighty. That's a good one, but it's not like that's not gonna like auto top 4. That's a good one, but it's not okay. So that's like average. At least they didn't have like double support golem or something like that. It's entirely possible that Soju and Toronto Tokyo have really good spots as well, but they need to have really good augments to kind of compensate for the amount of tempo that Li Xiao and Shelty get. Oh wait, did he not get a gold proc? I think he might not have gotten one. So just Buried Treasures, that's a pretty good one. And Toronto Tokyo has level up. I think they literally, if Setsugo took Wandering Trainer, I think they have the exact same 4 augments as we did, which is Golden Ticket, level up, Wandering Trainer. And then I forgot what the 4th augment was, but that's literally what Digital took on our elimination game. On a prismatic start with a gold start. Oh no! This is I'm actually watching a literal replay of this game. God, believe it 5 months. I would say that just from the 2-1 spot alone, Wolves is like a 70% favorite this game and climbing. There's a couple of X factors. The golden ticket rolls on the other players. That's one of them. Like YGQF versus Milk is a really big X factor. 3-2 augment is like another possibility. The difference is Vitality will win. Oh sure. I mean, look, if Vitality pulls themselves out of this spot, I mean, then yeah, they're just better. But like, I'm just telling you what happened historically. Yeah, it did not end pretty for us. We got 6-7-8 at that game. There's a couple of things that could happen. Good item drops on 2-7, good augments on 3-2, good rolls on the prismatic ticket. Like, surely you can't low roll all of them, right? Surely like Vitality can't low roll their items and augments and their roll downs. I wonder what happened on the portals to make them step on Prismatic Prelude, because I think Prismatic Prelude is so gambly. They must have had other like options they don't want, like trainer golems and other things like that. Like Crab Rave. I know no team wants to step on Crab Rave. Crab Rave is so funny in 4v4 because you cap so low that no one beats the crab except for like the multi-striker player or like the capped Karma players. Wait, you're training Fnatic? I don't see them playing though. And what are you talking about? We 3-0'd BDS yesterday. Imagine the crab wins EWC. True. What's BD? Oh, it's League of Legends. They did well in the LEC finals. Okay. Playable items, and he has Cassidon too. I mean, Toronto Tokyo, he's keeping his streak, and he might, if he can keep his streak on stage 3. Oh, that's good. That's really good. And a Gwen. Okay. BT Guardbreaker. Or is he going to go Stairs Gauge QSS? I don't think so. And then the other option is Even Shroud IE. Oh, never mind. That's literally the worst combo. So it has to be BT. I don't know if he slams Guardbreaker. He waits for his matchups. Li Xiao is rolling at 3-1. Miss. Okay, he actually kind of missed. Though. Milk's on Syndra. He has a golden dupe. Milk's items are not good. He got Shojin Sword. You don't want a second sword. I guess you could always make another Shojin with it. But you want double item Syndra. Milk might have to take an item augment so that he can get double item Syndra as fast as he can. Because just a Shojin Syndra is actually just not. It's just nothing. Like Syndra's good, but like Milk Spot, not very good right now. Okay, blue buff Syndra. Saren might be on grief duty. 3-2 augment. Silver, okay. Tone down the tempo a little bit. Pandora's bench. Recombobulator, rolling for days. He's probably taking rolling for days. Ah, fuck it, Recombob. What's the worst thing that could happen? You're up 1-0, take it. Oh, man. He has rolling for days golden tickets. He has rolling for days golden tickets. Okay, Milk's roll down on the right. He hits Syndra 2. This guy gets a duplicator? What? What is that? That's 2 more cat. He's gonna hit Cassid in 3. If he keeps rolling, he's gonna hit Cassid in 3. I'm 100% convinced. He still has 7 free rerolls. He's still on 6 free rerolls. Man, this guy has Frodan rolling speed. Oh, that's a good augment for set. Okay. 2 item collectors for Vitality. I see the vision. That's good. That is good. I mean, item collector is very good. They just need to find actual items now. This is a huge fight. If Toronto Tokyo wins this, that's a huge win. Toronto Tokyo clutch. Shelty loses his streak. Oh, he's not happy about that. That is big. Okay. Slowly but surely, I see the pieces. I see the pieces coming together. And Soju's on Kog'Maw duty. Oh, dude, if Soju hit item collector, if they got 3 item collectors with buried treasures. Okay, Soju's on griefing duty. 69 HP. He lost his 3-2 though. That's fine. Like Soju's gonna go 7th this game. He's gonna go somewhere between 6 and 8. Comfort zone. Soju going 6, 7, 8 is Vitality's comfort zone. The fact that they've relied on him so much to clutch just means that they haven't even got their comfort zone yet. Like Soju is option 4 for win out, by the way. The priority goes Setsuko, then Milk, then Terran's Tokyo, then Soju. And so the fact that they had to go 3 games at the past 5 for Soju, or past 4. Now they're Vitality's comfort zone. Oh god. That loss. 3 spats. 3 spats? Can anyone use this? That's good for Wolves because they have first pick of components and they can just like grief the components. Setsuko denies belt on Fiora. Shelty goes for spat. What does Shelty want? Nice! Lee Xiao stuck with a spat. He can't use it. No gold orb into spatula. No gold orbs into spatula. That'd be so... Shelty's playing Portal, so he wants Portal spat. Oh yeah, there's the Cassidon 3. I mean, we knew that was gonna happen though. Because he hit 6 Cassidons with rolling for days, 6 free rerolls. Warmogs for Toronto. You probably just stack the Cassidon here. Warmogs Cassidon. The problem is that he's playing Item Collector on 5 components. That is a big problem. How many Syndra in this lobby? I think 3 at least. Milk's playing Syndra. Saren was playing Syndra. Milk went double Shojin. Okay, I mean he has to. But no attack speed on Syndra. Is Toronto Tokyo gonna slam here? Oh, he's slamming late. Warmog's last second? No. Is he gonna win? Is Toronto Tokyo giving up Econ? Oh, he's level 840 already. Okay, this is intentional. Toronto Tokyo could have slammed Warmogs. But I think he doesn't want to win. He's trading his HP for Milk. I think Milk's behind, so he needs to give him a little bit extra time. Li Xiao's also Syndra, so we have that. I think that's the fourth Syndra player then. Because Setsuko, Milk, Li Xiao, and Saren are the 4 Syndra players. YGQF? 43 HP. What's he playing again? This guy has Tahm Kench too. Tahm Kench too. Li Xiao's Syndra only has Gamber's Blade. If he misses sword and bow on creep rounds, Li Xiao starts to fall a little bit farther behind because the Syndra can't ramp on stage 4. We are full NA biased here. No bow, no sword on Carousel for Li Xiao. No tier either. Don't even give him a blue buff. Give him glove, glove, glove. Bro. This guy hit Tahm Kench 2 on 6. And a Nami on the bench. What the heck, man? Soju won. Okay, Soju did his job. He won 4 out of 5 on stage 3. Soju straight sends to 0. And he's gonna collect. He's actually in a good spot to play for 6, which would be huge for the team. So, straight send 0 and hit everything he can and a duplicator. This is actually good for Vitality right now. He's also a solo Cogmaw, so he actually might hit really fast. Oh, just straight up Deathblade drops? That's pretty good. And he has a Crown Guard for Rumble? Okay. No, you can't buy that. You can't do one of each champion when you're rolling. Oh, Milk gets a duplicator! That's big. So now you can use it and push levels. You can use it and push levels. Yes. Okay. That's actually huge. Duplicator is so good because you'd rather just roll. It's like this. It's basically paying 1 extra gold for rolling 1 time and buying the Syndra. But he's still only on 2-item Syndra. What components drop for him? Okay, would you Quicksilver Syndra here? I might. He's gonna try to greed for Rageblade. I mean, he's coming up on Augments. I know that sounds troll, but trust me when I think that Quicksilver Syndra. Okay, it's more of like an early game slam for item economy, not like at the stage of the game. Isn't Steadfast better than Stoneplate though? Because the cloak can be another. It could be like Spark or Adaptive, and you want to kill the glove as soon as possible. I usually don't criticize Milk's item choices, but I don't like him floating the glove. Like, what does he want to do with this glove? Unless he hits, like, Lucky Gloves or something. But I don't even know if that's even good here. Gold. Oh, Toronto Tokyo might take Dual Q. Just, like, straight up Fast 9. Dual Q, Fast 9. Capricious Forge. Yeah, Forge is also really good. He has no items. Items with Item Collector is good. Toronto Tokyo is sacking 2 more rounds, going level 9 at 4-5. Shelty is rolling down, level 8. He has 2 portal emblems! Stop it! How did they do this? What the heck? Okay, but he's at level 8-0. He's not actually stable. Shelty's at 63 HP. Our win-out players are Toronto Tokyo and Shelty. Because he's playing for 10 portal. Soju hit Rumble 3. And that's it. He hit Rumble 3 and that's it. Okay, I mean, Toronto Tokyo should lose this. He should lose this, but he's trying to lose by as few units as possible. Oh, he's doing the Kiyun build. Toronto Tokyo directly took this from Kiyun, the red buff guard breaker. That's the Kiyun special. Because it's like a good way to use your components for Rise. Oh no, this is a bad loss. Okay, that was a no combat loss too. And he makes 20. Wait, Saren took another loss? Saren's not. Wait, if Saren goes 8th. Wait, Saren's board does not look that bad. Declaw. Okay, but why does he have items on Tahm Kench 1? I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have items on TK1. I think I'd rather. He's playing a 4 synergy Tahm Kench Arcana. I think I'd actually would rather take this Wukong and put these items somewhere else. Okay, if Soju can punish this guy for having his items on a TK1, that would be a huge clutch for Vitality. Soju, please. Soju, please. We need you. We need you. He has good items on Rumble. The Crown Guard. Okay. Oh. Karma's not tagging Kog'Maw. Okay, Karma finally tagged Kog'Maw. It's not looking good. No. Oh, man. I mean, we knew Soju's going to lose. Or lose out. Oh, why did you have lost as well? Setsuko has double item collector. Okay, Setsuko can win out. He can absolutely win out. He has item collector 1 and 2. Are you kidding me? Setsuko can win out. Oh, we might be back. We might be back. Milk has support cash. YTQF took multi-striker emblem. He's losing out. He has no combat. He took no combat combat augments, multi-strikers. Okay, you know what? I will allow it. I'm down for them to do that this game and the next game. No combat augment. That's like no combat augment duelists. you took like all econ augments for duelists. Sure. Here comes a level 9. Oh, that's big. He has a Nora. I'm down for a Nora 2 out of freaking nowhere. Nora 2. Gwen 2 is good. Holy shit, StarCraft 2 Pro APM. He's thinking about buying this. I don't know if I make that. That's really expensive. Agreed. I think this is a good hold. He needs that gold. Bar 2 doesn't do anything for his board. BT, Crown Guard. Or not Crown Guard, sorry. Guardbreaker. Who takes Guardbreaker? Callista. These Capricious Forge items are not good, though. He kind of low-rolled that. If you work cast one more time, just preserve HP. Just preserve HP. No, we lost by 6 units. Okay, leash out. Soju's losing out. Soju's losing time. He's losing time. He has like 4 more rounds. 4 or 5 more rounds. Max. Tanatoki rolled a 6 on his dice. He rolled a 6 on his dice. That's good. Morgana. That's what we want. That's what we want. Morg is good. Just throw away Xerath. He doesn't do anything. Who are we missing, preserver-wise? Oh, Rakan. We don't have Rakan in. Dude, we would have Nora 2. We would have Nora 2 and we play around that. He doesn't have multi-striker in. Okay, he does. Okay, so Toronto is committed to Callista, but he has red buff Guardbreaker, which is like kind of mid. This is fine. They actually want Soju to lose here. Toronto Tokyo has way more win-out potential, so Soju don't win. No, he's gonna win, isn't he? Nah, okay, actually, this Nico's clutch. This Nico will clutch. Nico clutch. Oh wait, perfect loss? That's really big for Vitality. Really big. Okay. That is huge. 26 is doable because you can take 2 losses on stage 5 and stay alive. Because it's 11 damage base for each for just losing by 1 unit. YGQF going 8th is the first domino that needs to fall. This guy needs to go 8th so that Vitality. So that both Setsuko and Toronto can win out. I don't think Milk can win out though, but maybe I'm wrong. I'd look at Milk's spot again. Li Xiao has such an HP pad though because of his Syndra start was really good and his Tempo start was really good. Wait. This guy's trying to get to 10, straight 10. He found Rise. Okay, so Wolves' win condition is YGQF not 8th and protect Shelty to try to get to 10 to play 10 Portal again. This is Setsuko's spot. Does he have anti-heal? He has Morello. Oh, Toronto's front line is garbage. 1-star everything with no items. Oh, man. He plays Capricious Force too late. He missed out on a Trish's Glass on Morgana. Oh, he's going to his Milk though. That's that. If he does end up trading HP, it's okay. Wait a second. Okay, honestly, calculated. That's fine. 3-unit loss. Oh, why'd you win 8th? He won 8th. Soju beat YGQF. Oh, that is actually so big. That's a Soju clutch. YGQF going 8th opens up Vitality's options so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, Li Xiao is trying to bleed out too. Unless he can hit Syndra 3. He has good setup for Syndra 3. But this is Milcap Syndra 3, and so Setsuko's playing Syndra, so there's not that many Syndras left. Li Xiao bleeds out to like a good finish. He's definitely like top 4. But who's winning out? Who's winning out? Saren's at 15 HP. Toronto Tokyo's at 13. Toronto Tokyo has good items. He has Innervating Lockets plus Trickster's Glass on the Morgana. That's much better this time. Oh, he's up against Setsuko. They need a good loss here. 4-unit loss. I mean, that's acceptable. It's medium size. Wait, Saren's losing. No, he's not. No. Oh, Li Xiao. That's a good trade for Wolves. Oh, God. We don't have the HP. Okay. Okay, 15 is good though. So Morg 2. Nah. Shut up, casters. That's not happening. Saren has Camille too though, but only one item. Okay, it's a team fight. Toronto versus Li Xiao here on the right is what we're paying attention to. It's only Syndra 2. Oh, Fiora's getting targeted. Okay, but Morgana's popping off. More cast again. The bats execute everything. Nice. Cast again. One more time. Wake up. Yes. Okay. Soju should die by now. I think Soju might be dead. Soju beats Setsuko? That's not what they wanted. 1 HP though. Tactical loss. Not out. Saren, is that his second item for his Camille? It is. That's not good. Shelty is at 21 HP. He's almost at level 10 though. How much HP does Shelty have? Oh wait, is Shelty still at level 8? Wait, Shelty's still at level 8? Oh, I thought he went to 9. Shelty just went to 9. Oh, okay, you know what? No, we're fine. I think. Oh man, Shelty needs to die before he can get to 10. He's 32 gold. Does he have 10 portal ready to go? Jace 2 is not in. They need to kill this guy. They have 2 rounds to kill this guy, but he has 2 lives. Winnable. This is Toronto Tokyo. If Toronto Tokyo wins this, that is the clutch for Vitality right now. He needs to win this. Setsuko can actually die here. He actually can die. If they can take out Shelty, they trade the win conditions. Toronto Tokyo. The double session. 3 more seconds. 2 more seconds. Ascend. Yes! Oh, that's so big. That is so big. Oh my god, he needed to win that. Woo! One more fight. If this guy dies, they lose their first place win con. Soju lived by 1 HP. Okay. This is super winnable. Also, how the hell has Soju survived this long with Kog'Maw? He's supposed to be dead like 2 rounds ago. He actually got 2 wins. That's, I mean, yeah, like, if I'm Soju, I low-key might just sell my board. if he has Vitality members in his thing. He's positioning badly. Oh no. Oh no, Shelty got a. Oh no. That's bad. That's bad. Shelty's gonna win here. Wait a second. Wait a second. The Tomcat didn't ult his backline. Hold on. Rumblecast again. Kog'Maw survives. He's on the back line. Oh no, he can't do it. It's just not enough. Wait, Rumble. 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 Ah, no, it was so close. Oh, I saw the vision. Oh my god, it's so you. Oh no. No, it's a 6. It's a 5, 6, 7. How did that happen? Oh my god. How did that happen? That was crazy. The comeback was happening. Oh my god. If Soju won that and Shelty went 5th, Milk would win out and it'd be a 1. Oh man. China is the best in the world. Yeah, true, true. The catch is like, China, does this mean that China's the best in the world? Yeah. I mean, Shiver Scale Lesson, Support Golem, they're really, really good at that. They're really, really good at that. It's true. I mean, they did the same thing to Fnatic.
Finals of the EWC.
They did the same thing to Fnatic. It's true.
Game here, even though they put 3 players in the top 4, this came down to 1 or 2 rounds of combat.
It was still very well played from Vitality.
The fact that they brought it back so close, despite their low, despite how hard China was high rolling early, but like this ended up being exactly what happened to us. Actually, almost actually on. This is almost pound for pound, bar for bar, word for word, like exactly what happened to us. Because Toronto Tokyo, the level up player, couldn't win out. Toronto Tokyo, I honestly don't know what happened with Toronto Tokyo. I did not think he was gonna lose, and I think that's why he's so emotional, because I think he realized that he needed to cap higher, but I'm not entirely sure what happened. He hit Morgana too, and I thought he was good. I thought he was good to go.
They had so much confidence, so much skill, so much practice.
And now Shelty's level 10.
And just not able to get it done here.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. He's level 9.
Finish line.
Like he already won, but
the struggle for Soju, for Setsuko, for players getting that final push. They've made it so.
That is so sad. That is so sad. It was actually, yeah, you're like, it wasn't okay. Whoever said this wasn't close, you just don't understand this format, and that's okay, because 44 is like a new format, but this game was actually incredibly close. It was very, very close.
You know, from what you've seen from the Wolves so far, how confident are you for them in the finals against the potential of T1 or Twisted Minds?
We would take the match against potential of T1, right? T1 really wrote the book on how so many teams have played.
They had Support Golem, Shimmer Scale Essence,
but the Wolves seems like they have perfected that playbook.
And we had Encanter Crown.
We saw in the
nice.
Toronto the struggles.
Real nice.
Look just past, you can see a smile on Soju's face, and I think even with the disappointment of all of this, they're happy with how they played. They're proud of what they did, and they should be very proud of what they accomplished here at the.
We had elements in there that can come back.
Soju being kind of an MVP for his team.
Also, like item collector on no item opener is like that was that's definitely one of the outs we need to hit strong combo like that, but we still didn't have that many items. I mean, this was super winnable. I just like honestly like Soju did so well, and the Kog'Maw clutched so many rounds for them. He almost actually even beat the Shelty, and then Toronto Tokyo just needed to like not die. I don't know what happened there. Toronto Tokyo just needed to not die. Milk also had potential to win out. Like look at this, Milk has more than 3, 2 items. It's actually so winnable. Oh, Milk actually has Super Saiyan 4 Syndrome now. Oh, this is actually depressing. Wait, Shelty even hit Desperate Plea? Oh man.
It's been YGQF when he gets Syndra, but this time Serene's the one coming up big.
I like how when the game is a little melted, like there's
being Lucky Gloves or Shopping Spree is better than Counter Crown? No. Shopping Spree is very, very sketch. And Lucky Gloves 2-1 is just like extremely rarely ever good. The only time you ever take Lucky Gloves 2-1 is if it's like Anvil Buffet, because you can like fish for gloves. but you just never take it 2-1. It's too weak. Your Prismatic is 2 good items, and people have a support golem with Lockets and a ZZ Rod. They just have 5,000 HP, and an extra units, and you have like Sterix Gauge BT on a Jace 2. It is just not comparable. I mean, Giant Mighty is also really good. Like, just to give you a semblance of an idea of how crazy Giant Mighty is, Giant and Mighty is the weakest at 2-1, and it still is like one of the best prismatic augments in the game. This combat is just unreal. It just gives you team so much HP. It's kind of like your entire team turns into like 6 bruisers out of nowhere.
Able to take out Sirene, and it's just a matter of getting deal
Milk actually wins out.
We know the answer to that one.
I mean, Cass, of course, you have the great knowledge bringing the NA side of things. As a team, okay,
oh
we're
man,
calling it out there because of course it's
already
been for quite some time. The Wolves ride as the
I mean, Vitality got robbed. They got scammed. They got CN'd. They got CN'd. I mean, I don't want to make it about us at all, but like this is exactly what happened to Fnatic. Almost like like it happened on this stage. Are they on the left side of the stage? Because they'd be sitting in the exact same seats.
Absolutely amazing as well, but again, I think that's the big thing.
Oh my god.
Vitality made me believe in NA, right? That is a big achievement.
I mean, Wolves is the best CN team though on paper. Like, in practice. On paper they're not, but every CN player we talked to told us that Wolves are the best team. They had the best teamwork. In 4v4, it's not about your individual star power necessarily. It's about how well your team is gelling. And Juanme was telling us, he's like, dude, Wolves just work together like so well. Their teamwork is insane. And they did. Like game one is what won them the series. The way they like came together and sent Setsuko away. I'm so sad. Is this supposed to be best of 3? Yeah, they got 2-0'd.
But let's just take a look again over the highlights from the game, at least the tail end of that game.
It's best of 5 is the finals.
Just looking at the Wolves, really when we do just look at AVP in the series though, absolute domination for this Wolves squad. Both times around finding 3 members in the top 4 to close things out, not having to fight.
They probably have a lot of regrets. I think Setsuko probably regrets Deja Vu to game 1. I think Toronto Tokyo regrets game 2, like the level 9.
We see Milk kind of get that, a little happy victory, improve his AVP, but it doesn't actually change the result of the match. Wolves taking it down.
How do you know who won that game? Oh, because there's a couple of like things that are true about 4v4 in the format. If you ever have 3 players in the bot 4, you lose the game. That's just always a rule you can always remember. So 3 players Vitality, if they ever bot 4 at any juncture, they lose. And that's the same thing with Wolves as well. Because you just don't have enough points to make up for the deficit.
I mean, it makes me happy to see Soju smile. I think he's proud of what he did. I don't feel like if he.
I think Soju played really well today. I basically have no notes for Soju. His play would. He maxed everything in his quarter. I actually think Soju played very well today.
In the hands of the Wolves players, congratulating them.
No notes.
Phenomenal tournament so far.
Yeah, top 4 is kind of like.
I mean, from what I've seen. Obviously, we didn't see every one of his turns, so it's entirely possible that he made some decisions that he probably doesn't think was good. And Soju's also a player who probably put it on himself to like blame himself for things as well. Do we root for Bintum? I mean, I guess if we're rooting for anti-CN, we're rooting for Bintum. Coconut Noggin, thank you for 10 months.
Points. They did really well there. They were pretty dominant in the qualifiers, so we knew they were.
No losers bracket? No.
The question was, okay,
no, the format is
or do they even get out of
this is the format.
Very difficult, right?
Team Vitality is the third, fourth. I mean, they won 45K, but they feel like they won like nothing.
Let's go and hear some final words.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first grand finalist of the Esports World
I
Cup.
mean, Wolves won their group 2-0, and then they went. I mean, they're undefeated right now.
YGQF here for an interview, but before we do that, we also have Milk from Team Vitality to hand over the key to YGQF. So
Milk's handing over the key.
Thank you so
This
much
is depressing,
for playing
man.
on this tournament, and congratulations on top 4. But YGQF, we have so many questions for you about how you guys play. You were the underdogs.
Grab that $45K and go back streaming, guys. I can't tell if he's a fan or... Oh, he's a fan. He says NT. No. All right, he's actually a fan. He's actually a fan. I wasn't sure if he's flaming or he's trying to, you know, trying to be a supportive fan.
非常的开心能打到这个打进决赛，因为我们一路也是经历了各种的。
Oh, they want to grab me for an interview right now. Okay, guys, I have to go do an interview on the main stage. I'll be right back.
非常开心，冠军离我们就是。
BRB. Actually, Raptor, can you hold the can you hold down the fort? I'll be right back.
It was very difficult for us. There were a lot of
if you're available, BRB.
We have a lot of difficulties that we faced, but it was our hard work and we didn't give up any time. And now we are close to the finals, and we already qualified for finals. And
Do I need my badge?
I'm very happy. Thank you so much.
I probably just take it.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys being able to hard work, like your hard work is paying off. You've been struggling for the first couple of games, but now you guys are 2-0ing everyone on your way. So congratulations for that. But we also want to ask you about the way you play the game. So you've been focusing on rerolls, focusing on 3-star champions throughout the whole tournament from the start to this point. Is there a reason why you keep focusing on this strategy?
好，第二个问题他问你的就是非常开心你们玩的，然后一开始的时候你们是有点困难，可以后面慢慢来，你们做的非常好。可以想问你一个问题，就是说你现在玩的就是差不多一样的，到以前到现在你用的这个3星冠军，就是为什么你用这种方式呢？你觉得这样好吗？
我们这个团队的策略是非常的清晰明了的。 就是我们有一套独属于我们自己的战术，然后每个人都能完美的去执行吧。也不是说我一定要玩这个，这是我们团队的决策。
Okay, well, it's all about the team decision. It's not what I choose to play that way. It's the team what we decide that we are going to play this way, like the 3-star champion or enrollment. So yeah, basically it's a team decision, and we listen to each other before we play the game.
Definitely your communication is paying off. You guys have made it to the grand finals. So one more time, congratulations, and we will see you later tonight. But for now, before Team Vitality leaves the stage, let's throw it back to Jasmine because Milk have his final words to say.
Thank you very much for that, Fancy. Milk, unfortunately, yourself and the team graciously bow out of the Esports World Cup, but you put up an incredible fight. What a achievement it was to get 6 back-to-back victories and then unfortunately being knocked out in our semi-finals. So I gotta ask you the key difference between your opposition that you had here in the semi-finals and earlier on, all of the opposition you faced throughout the tournament. Were there any key differences for you?
Honestly, I didn't know too big difference. I think we just didn't play that well today, and yeah.
What was the kind of discussions that took place between yourself and the team heading into today? Was everybody kind of in good spirits?
Oh, I think we're really good spirits. I think we all thought we were the best in the tourney, but yeah, we lost, so yeah.
Well, there were loads of new things to factor into this event as a whole. New set, of course, being one of the main things. So what are your initial thoughts about the charm mechanic that we had added in?
Oh, I think the charm mechanic is like a perfect spot for a game mechanic because it's not like too impactful and not like too unnoticeable either. I think the game devs did a really good job on like the set. The balancing is kind of sus, but yeah.
How did you feel like the charm mechanic impacted the 4v4 format? Did you feel like it had much of an impact?
I don't know if it's a direct impact on the 4v4. It's just like impact on the game in general, but I like it.
And in regards to re-rolling and obviously going for the charm rolling in particular, how do you guys kind of decipher at what point you kind of commit to charm rolling?
Oh, we basically just see our spots like on stage 2 and like we gradually progress like until like Krugs and basically decide like all our paths from stage 2 to 3.
And moving on from here, is there anything in particular you want to say to everybody that has either doubted Team Vitality or cheered you boys on throughout this tournament?
Oh, I think we're better than we showed today, but
Yeah, so hopefully there's another chance we get in a 4v4 format and to like prove that we're better than we placed.
I think you boys should be incredibly proud of your achievements. 6 back-to-back victories, but unfortunately this is the end of the road for your EWC journey. Thank you so much for joining me, and it's back over to the studio.
Another Titan has fallen as Wolves Esports solidify themselves in the finals going up later today. This has been a upset, I think. One of the biggest ones so far. I don't really know how to point at this point.
Absolutely. I don't even think the Chinese home crowds really expected this. Wolves dodged Jingdong Gaming. They didn't play Weibo Gaming coming through the open qualifiers. We thought that they were going to go out relatively soon, but they absolutely smashed Vitality. And I think the big thing is just the tempo. They played a lot of slow teams. Wolves was the fastest team they had to play.
We did see some new comps come up. For example, the Deja Vu from Setsuko early on in that game 1. Didn't quite work out, didn't really come from a tempo start with Portal with that early Rage Blade and a Galio 2, and he just floundered into an 8th place, which made it so much more difficult for Vitality to come back. All in all, for me, the big highlight, and continues to be the big highlight, for the alternate paths coming from Emblems or Augments, Portal reigned supreme as a way to play into an uncontested line and find so much success. We saw the elimination on Soju from Shelty in that second game.
One thing as well, particularly that stood out really to me from Wolves in the interview with Fancy earlier, was the fact that they were talking about who takes on what role. It was a team discussion. We listened to each other before we head into the game. And I feel like that has genuinely been what sets some of these teams apart from finding that continuous success versus teams that are approaching it more on an individual basis.
The hero of the day was Shelty. He's the flex player on the team, and in this BO3, he hit Portal +2 twice in a row. And that's devastating in the matchup because the way Vitality used to play is they always have a very clear win-out player. This time around, Shelty's already gotten that spot, so it forced them to roll early, and those rolls didn't really hit.
And Shelty with that also gets the MVP of the game. Now keep in mind there is a $50,000 prize pool for the MVP alone, so Shelty taking this one away already and solidifying himself in that grand final. Just needs that one more performance.
All in all, I think the tempo spike coming from Vitality came in a bit too early with the Kog'Maw, especially from Soju. They've only played 4 games with Kog'Maw up until this moment, 4 comps in total for the team. In this time, we saw it. Portal is only getting stronger as the game goes on, especially after the second emblem and the threats of, hey, if I reach 10 Portal, I am the win-out player. No matter what, you will not stop me with a reroll comp.
Just incredibly hard to play under those conditions. When you know someone is already going first and you have an 8th place on your team, the only thing you can do is roll now and send the other 3 members on the team to the bottom 4. Unfortunately, those rolls did not win Vitality's way, and we have Wolves blowing them out in both games.
Yeah, and that is actually what shocks me the most, is the fact that this was a 2-0, and it felt like a very one-sided match. Because coming into this, we were talking about Vitality. We were talking about how they have had a great run so far. They haven't lost yet. They've been looking one of the strongest teams. They were contenders for the finals. Hey, even contenders to win the whole thing. But this is it. Their key is now getting crushed, and they are not going to be in the finals.
That being said, it's a top 4 in the world for a 4v4 format that is very fresh, that is very hard to figure out so quickly on a new set as well. For a team where its members have been doubted individually for a long time, are they good enough to say, hey, I want to play for a championship win, I want to play to run one of the best players in the world? In a team format at the very least, I think they've definitely surpassed expectations. Coming out of yesterday, they were my favorite to win. They played very cleanly. They had a very wide array of comps that they brought out throughout the entire tournament, and they have to be very proud. Out of the Western teams, they've been the best performing. They made it the furthest. I think it's just an absolute round of applause for all 4 players.
Let's have a look at the SC Play results as well, because you guys voted ahead of the matchup. Who do you think is going to win? 63% for Wolves. Why are you so surprised?
Because I didn't believe in the Wolves. I was not a believer, and I gave the wrong advice to a lot of people out there. Again, I just think Vitality, this group of players, we know their pedigree in North America. They're looking forward to more 4v4 tournaments. Even though they were knocked out here, this is not going to be the end for this squad. They're going to be in more tournaments, more EWCs hopefully, and we'll see what the 4v4 can bring under their leadership.
Absolutely, and looking at a team like Wolves as well, they had rosters competing here in different titles, one of them being Rainbow Six Siege, and that one there fell short. They got eliminated ahead of top 8, so now they have a chance of winning and getting 1,000 club championship point potentially on their plate. But we are ready for Dr. Suleiman El Habib upcoming match, and that is going to be T1 going up against Twisted Minds. This is going to be the winner heading into the finals against Wolves. Another best of 3 and no lower bracket. You snooze, you literally lose.
It's do or die for both of these teams. We heard Wamia talking about the matchup. They've been screaming each other a lot because they're in different groups, and Wamia sounded very confident that they were going to win out. Both of these teams are going to play very low to the ground, a lot of two-cost rerolls. They are very high-tempo team compositions, and I think it's just going to be about just the rolls and kind of sequencing those rolls. Who is the least important reroller? You roll first, filter the pool, the other players will pick up.
We're seeing the walk-in, the swagger, the aura, the confidence, knowing that they're so close to a grand final. For both teams, I think slightly different paths in terms of momentum. T1 started off very strong, both in scrims already leading up to this, prophesizing they are the favorites coming into this from the APAC region, or maybe just in the entire tournament, whereas Twisted Minds, initially they faltered in day 1, but they've gotten stronger and stronger as the days have gone by. Right now, I think they're pretty evenly matched in terms of their momentum and their confidence. I think it might be one of the closest matches we've seen all tournament long. I'm hoping for a game 3 where it comes down to that singular fight.
I think we all are. When we're looking particularly at Twisted Minds, I feel like, as well as you're mentioning, this is a team that has adapted throughout. But I also feel like they're the teams that has had that first wake-up call. They were in that lower bracket. They knew what it felt like to be just at the edge of your seat and losing it all. And that is even more motivation heading into this.
We discount the first MSJ series. Afterwards, they've been the most dominant team at the tournament. Highest AVPs across the board. And I want to give a shout out to Ziyue. He's really the unexpected player right here. He never got first place, but he was the rock on the team, and playing that flexible style still had the highest AVP.
And the contrast as well with the groups they had. T1 dominated their group in what was considered one of the stronger groups. Group B and C maybe both considered the group of death. The group of Twisted Minds not considered the strongest on paper, and they still lost that first series. So right away, everyone was thinking,
it was a warm-up
is this roster really strong enough? We got our answer in day 2. We got the definitive answer in day 3. We'll see if that continues evolving in this final day.
Yeah, because this one really has to solidify their position. They're going up against T1, and as we already touched upon, this is a roster that everybody is putting in as the favorites. They can potentially win it all, and we've seen this roster excel so far at this tournament, and I'm really excited to see whether or not they have something up their sleeves. Have they prepared something else that we were going to be looking at today for the first time and throw a curveball to Twisted Minds?
Key player for them is going to be SCSC. He's clearly the ace on the team. Highest amount of wins, highest amount of different compositions. So really creative, great win-out player. We're going to have to check in with what he has.
And as the reroll expert on this panel, I would like to say 8 games of Kog'Maw from T1, more than any other team. And Bintum played a lot of multi-strikers, yes, but also relied on a unit that is really underplayed. Nyla, both in that day 1 that I was just so impressed with the multi-striker Nyla. We also saw an Eldritch version. I think there are a few units that are still underplayed in this day 4 that are still, I think, not completely solved. And Bintum maybe could bring something else out. We saw Katarina reroll yesterday and Bard as well. What else is lying in
I guess
wait?
We're going to have to wait and see, but if anything, it feels like T1 is the team to be bringing out that creativity. T1 is the team to be bringing out something else, and we heard it from Fnatic yesterday when they were on the panel saying, actually, when you're looking at a team like T1, they have been copied in the past, so if there's anyone that's going to throw a curveball, it will have to be them.
Both of these teams have very similar compositions. They have 2 two-cost rerollers, and when it comes down to it, it's who has the most efficient rolls. So when you have someone like Bintum who's able to go and find another path, have everyone filter the pool out, get on that Nyla, I think that could be a massive weapon coming into this series.
I wonder the pressure Bintum feels as well. I think we saw in day 1, despite his team successful, yes, but he had kind of the first, then the 8th, and the first. He was kind of all over the place. I wonder if he really feels that pressure as kind of a captain or in that leadership role, because he is by far, I would say, the most accomplished player on that roster. He's been to 4 champs individually. All in all, my eyes are on him to really rise up and showcase why he's considered potentially one of the GOATs in TFT.
And I wonder if you guys at home are feeling the pressure, because this is the semi-final and we'll be heading into finals straight after this. But let us know which team you think will be coming out on top by heading over to scplay.gg and casting your vote. Is it going to be T1? Is it going to be Twisted Minds? Is it going to be...
I think it's going to be Wamia and Twisted Mind. This is his comeback event, his comeback story. It's been a while since we felt the fear of the Chinese region dominating everyone.
I'm going to go with T1. I have a personal relationship with Bintum. He's the nicest guy on the planet, I promise you, and I think he's an absolute ace on the convergence as well.
All right, we're ready to head into the second semi-final of today. Twisted Mind going up against T1, where the winner will be facing Wolves in the finals later today. Another best of 3 to show which one of the teams will be coming out on top, and another to get their keys crushed. So let's head over to the stage with Fancy and Jasmine to get it started.
Let's do this, baby. Fancy, if that last series was anything to go by, it's the fact that at the Esports World Cup, absolutely anything can happen.
That's right. Who would have thought that the underdogs, Wolves Esports, would make it all the way to the grand finals, eliminating NA's last hope from the tournament. But now they are waiting in the finals and they need an opponent. So how about we introduce the next semi-finals?
You know what, Fancy? Let's go ahead and do just that for our final semi-final. Our first team is none other than Twisted Minds. Top 4 average placements across the board for this team means that they are absolutely filled to the brim with incredibly talented players, and they definitely mean business.
And their opponents, please welcome to the stage T1. Carrying APAC's hopes and dreams to the playoffs, this squad has been phenomenal in their performance, keeping their mental up even when they are pushed to the limit.
Fancy, I'm so excited for this epic showdown that we're going to have over here on the stage. So how about we do this, baby? Let's go ahead and throw it back to our casters.
Thank you so much. Again, it's a second semi-final here. As I said before, we know the Wolves are ready and watching this one with beady eyes. Gentlemen, from your side of things, of course, we heard from the desk, who are you favoring coming into this matchup?
I have to agree with Clement. Twisted Mind looking amazing. They've been practicing so much. They made so much volume of games in 4v4, Stuart, and that's not easy. We saw players, for example, Fnatic, they didn't have that amount of practice in the 4v4, but they performed well individually. So I think I have to give it to Twisted Mind.
No, I think I'm also going to have to go Twisted Minds as well. I feel like as a team, they've been performing incredibly well. You know, there was that little bit of a hiccup at the start of the tournament, losing to MSJ, but since then they haven't dropped a single game. Me and Counterfeit were lucky enough to cast them yesterday against Toronto Ultra, and I feel like this team, there can be some hiccups in the game that I feel like that need to be sorted out, but I feel like as a team, as Jasmine was mentioning, 4.0 average across the board of every single player in this type of format is unheard of.
Now, that's an amazing number to be bringing in. From the side of things, from T1 side of things, how would they kind of deal with a team that's that consistent?
I mean, they're also amazing. Actually, they're playing so well, and they have like a pure leader. They were talking in the analyst desk about this hero. SC is the hero for this team. He's been playing amazing. He has a 1.3 average placement with Syndra, and when Syndra is being contested, that's not normal. Obviously, it's broken, but not so much. And Boba is playing a lot of Portal, and we just seen Portal winning in the last game with a great performance. So actually, they can play the verticals. They are able to play the reroll comms, and they're a great team. They see together. Bintium is the one that we expected to be their hero, but he's been the support player. He's been the rock. He never, he always helped the team, and he's always there for them. So I think it's a tight series, as we say, a little towards Twisted Mind, but T1 was hesitate to take it also.
Yeah, I think in terms of T1 as well, they're definitely focusing a lot more on a few compositions, whereas Twisted Minds, they're a bit more broad. They can definitely branch out to different unique compositions that we have been seeing. In general, they are playing more compositions compared to T1 in terms of what they're actually being playing, but I think overall, as you mentioned, I think it's going to be hopefully a closer series than the last one. But honestly, this tournament is so hard to predict. It comes down to the little details when it comes to the game. You know, what charms are going to be picked up, what units are going to be picked up. The communication is also going to be key.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to kind of broaden the picture a bit as we wait for this first game to get started and talk a little bit about the Augs coming into this one. Because, of course, for Korean players playing under the T1 banner, it will be a lifelong dream.
Yeah, totally. And we can talk about also the team rankings. T1 is up there. Obviously, Falcon is on the lead on the first place. They're already being eliminated. So now T1 with 1,000 points for the team, they could get into the podium. And remember, we have $20 million also besides from TFT for the tournaments of all the games we have here on the EWC. So that's also a significant experience, a significant reward that they could get.
Yeah, I mean, for Twisted Minds as well, kind of local team, really, you know, a team from MENA as well, an organization from MENA. So I think in terms of the local support as well, they definitely want to allow or help Twisted Minds perform really well. They have a lot of backing, a lot of support as well. We know that Twisted Minds did come to Saudi Arabia early as well to kind of adapt in terms of the just in terms of time and everything, because obviously they're coming over from China. But I mean, if Twisted Minds win this series, we could get an all-Chinese final, which is crazy to think about. You know, when we've been casting, you know, the TFT Worlds, you know, Inkbomb Fables and things like that, it's always been Americas that's been that one step ahead of China. But maybe this is a tournament that China can get that next step.
I mean, it would be appropriate indeed. Huamier playing, of course, for Twisted Minds. He was the herald of the era of Chinese domination. If you dropped into competitive TFC at one point, you would have thought, there's no way China will ever lose a global championship, because they won 3 on the trot. They were absolutely at the peak. Of course, they've still stayed up towards the very top. Maybe the championships themselves will lose them, but in the top 8, there's always multiple Chinese players. They're always one of the biggest threats in the world.
Yeah, in China, as you were saying, with Wanbi starting the up front, they got 2 winning in set winnings, but then it was like a shallow time for the Chinese region. They are now representing once again with a great performance, and maybe it's the time for them to return to the Garden of Greatness. For China, this region that is so amazing, is so well respected in other regions, and Huanmi is one of the reasons because of this. This is a guy that innovates in comps, and now with the meta a little decipher, I think he could still have something for us.
No, I think you could bring up a good point about the meta as well. I think we feel like that in terms of the meta, obviously Syndra is still dominating, but I feel like in general, players have actually been exploring so many different compositions now. We've been seeing a lot of Portal from the last series, which is something that's come up only really in the last couple of days. We didn't see it too much in the first few days, but I felt like this adaptation of knowing where you can actually use these units, where you can use all the items as well, is so important. But yeah, I think, as you mentioned, you know, with China, with Huanmei, I think over the last few sets, it's always been about taking that next step. As Peter was saying, you know, China always have them 2 or 3 players in that final lobby, but they couldn't make that next step to make the champion. It could be happening this time with
well,
Esports
speaking of
World
steps, you know, since we've got a little bit of time before it starts, got a little bit of delay there. Let's talk through the journeys the teams have taken just through this tournament to get started. No, I'll apologize for that. It looks like, in fact, our delay has been cut short, so we'll be heading into the first game of our second semi-final today. The Wolves are waiting at the door to see who their opponents will be at the end of this best of 3.
Wow! So 4v4, they're all in the same, so ascending Augments will start small. We'll start with silver, then gold, and then obviously that prismatic that has so much volatility, especially in the early game. Obviously, late game you can cap out with some significant prismatic, but the early game is the most important here. They want to get direction, and now normally here is the place where you always tell me, Counter, that we have to talk about general things, but also now if in any orbs of this we get a Syndra, that's also a thing.
That's fair.
That's one of the meta. Syndra on early game on orbs.
I mean, it's not a Shen, it's not a Jinx good enough for you? Ah, come on.
It's nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough. I mean, sell the Shen, sell the Jinx, sell everything. Start rolling now for the Syndra while you're at it.
Well, I mean, to bring the conversation back to the teams, you know, and to the Syndra as well, from Twisted Minds, there's no before, you know, Stuart, you're saying they've got some good variety in there, but it is built on a foundation of Vanguard Syndra. They played an absolute ton of it, along with the more out there comps, making sure they've always got a solid base to build from.
Yeah,
I think in general it's about being able to understand your positioning in terms of items, in terms of maybe how many Syndras you have at the start. As you mentioned, you know, all the Twisted Mind players have at least had 2 or more games of Vanguard Syndra. So they're all able to play it. They all perform really well on it. It's just making sure that you can actually get to that opportunity and realize that situation.
SCSC now in the ground, already here with a Cassadin. He has a rod, so maybe not the best spot to begin. And always good to see having a position of going for Portal in the game is one of the best synergies to start the game with. And as we were saying previously, Counter, SCSC has been the hero here. So actually, for him getting direction and the rest of the team already knowing what he's going to play against or with, it's a good chance for them to actually funnel resources into him.
So remember, we've got the silver augments coming, as said before, SCSC, absolutely outrageous player. We will be looking to see if any of our players do manage to find something spicy on the silver tier.
We do have only a 2-item start as well, which you can see a lot of players already have above 10 gold. So this is going to be really impactful in terms of the way that the game is going to be played out. A lot of players might be trying to lose streak early on to try and reach that 50 gold interest as soon as possible, which we know is so important for that 3-2 roll down to try and hit your 2 costs. So I think that's going to be a very interesting adaptation. But a Kali 2-star to start things off as well for Hwame.
Yeah, caretaker. So probably that's where the Akali came from. So that vertical will enable him to play either the Akali with the Kassadin, that's their normal play. And there's a universe. I'm not saying we'll see it, but we'll see the Nila. It's a unit that we haven't seen so much. I know Hwame has played it. He has played it in solo queue so long, but obviously Kassadin is the one who stabilized better on round 3. So that's the normal way to go. But I really would like to see Nila in action here.
No, I would as well. Definitely a composition that has got a fair amount of punch to it. You know, of course, we do have a couple of different approaches we sometimes see with the caretakers, because you're still getting the unit, even if you don't stay and reroll. So you can find a couple of different routes for the game which can still work.
Totally, you can go tempo, you can go immediately fast 8 and just enjoying it, that you know that you have that unit. But again, I think for Kassadin, makes sense. Kassadin, Panda was telling us he's one-trick Kassadin. I have to say it. Panda, you're a one-trick Kassadin. It's a comp that it will not get the win out, but you want to stabilize at level in 3-2, get a Kassadin 2, and then you want to go to level 9. Play against the Kalista, put preservers in if you can, and now he knows that he will get the other units 3-star immediately. So great for him.
I think it's about the position of knowing how strong you are at 3-2. Like, am I strong enough to keep leveling? Am I strong enough to maybe roll down a little bit more? I think adapting and understanding what position you're in terms of knowing if you can stay healthy enough at 3-2 will allow you to push levels and save HP.
Well, speaking of taking early damage, Hwame has gone to level 5 already. So it's really putting down some pressure from the top of the table. 2-star Kali, of course, already in place, but could be the one to be the front runner, at least in the early going for Twisted Minds.
Yeah, double Eldritch here. I'll did for the start, and that means we have the Syndra player here in Bobe. So Bobe is still with the Syndra, but you were calling it out, Stuart. There's only a 2-item start, 2-component start, so that means that they will not be able to give Syndra easily an item to generate mana or generate speed. So that will delay a lot the ramp up from the Syndra. This is very important because, as we know, Syndra, it starts good, but in the late game, there is where it ramps up and needs a lot of stacks.
Yeah, well, at least we see Dunizuni with the Pandora. So if you don't have a lot of components, at least you're trying to make sure they are the correct ones. Dunizuni with a couple of early wins. We'll see if he can keep it going up against 60-second. We've got the red buff. We've got the Nila in place. It may not be the re-roll, but at least she's getting a little moment in the sun.
She gets a bit of love to start things off. I mean, this board at the moment for Hwame is absolutely incredible. The Akali 2, the Nila 2 combo. I don't think Hwame is going to be losing around anytime soon. I think this is why he leveled to level 5 so early. He wants to put the pressure on the lobby. He wants to deal as much damage as possible. Yes, he might be dealing more damage to his teammates as well, but he does more damage to the members of T1 as well. So Hwame already looking an incredible spot to try and keep the tempo up in this lobby.
There's a Kassadin there in the carousel. Could be griefed by some of the players, and there's some possibilities to hear in some of the comms live. So that's also very interesting to realize and to see what could be the play here. Communication here on Carousel, very important for them to make sure they get the resources where they want it.
Yeah, it was actually Bintum and Bobe actually talking there, deciding who takes the glove and who takes the tier. So who actually prioritizes what item, because you can see them hovering, and it's so important in the carousel, with both these players lose streaking and being outside first, what items do I prefer? What units do I prefer as well?
I do want to, of course, update the most important stat of the one, which is SPG, the Spug, the Syndras per game. We have got 5 different players running Syndra right now, and some of them, as we see from UA here, have got pretty good itemization, even with relatively limited components.
Yeah, getting the Shojin here is huge. That will mean he will ramp up immediately. Hwame, once again, Nila 2, the Akali also getting the Jack, so he's stable. He hasn't slammed. Once again, the low resources will make a difference here. So on the left, we have Hwame still with the win streak without slamming item, and on the right, again, with the limpid Dunizuni. So both of them are the ones who want to maintain this win streak, Stuart. Very important to preserve XP and to get resources for the late game.
Yeah, I mean, win streaking so important. Streaking in general really important in this 4 versus 4 format. Just trying to get that extra little bit of gold, especially because most of these players are aggressively rolling down at 3-2. The more gold you have at 3-2, the more gold you can roll down to try and stabilize your board as well. But to be fair, I don't know if Wambe's even going to be leveling. I mean, we're going to be rolling or leveling anytime soon. He's so healthy. He's on that 4 streak at the moment, and he's probably praying that he comes up against Dunazuni, because I think that he can actually beat him and ruin that streak.
You know, speaking of streaks, I do believe, we'll check in a second once this round is done, but there could be some very important streaks coming out of this round.
Yeah, Bintium and Bobae, just as you were saying, counter both in the same team, both with the lose streak. So they don't want to face against each other. That's the way they want to avoid it. And they are. So only one of them will maintain. There's the thumbs up for Bintium. So one of them will get great economy and the other will be punished.
I mean, certainly you want your player with a stim pack to be able to take the L's, especially when you know the long-term plan here has got to involve the Syndra much more than it would ever involve the Cogmore.
I think it's just a situation right now that's like the communication has to come in as like, who is in a better position to try and cap out? Who's in a better position where you want that extra gold onto the units? They seemed like they want Bintum to keep on this lose streak right now. It was a little bit close. 1 unit loss. Okay, business coming in the end for both these two players. So not a bad loss for Bintum, but keeping that streak means that he can roll down a little bit of gold. He's only 1 Cogmore away for getting that Cogmore 2-star early on, which could be a pretty big spike.
Check him in with Hwami, of course. That Caretaker's ally means that he has been very strong during the early going, along with Snowy, who's only on a slightly lesser streak. Twisted Minds, after having seen one of the streaks broken for T1, are coming out of stage 2 looking really strong.
Snowy here also with the Caretaker, probably the Galio is the one that we're seeing here. So he wanted to get the Syndra, he didn't get the Syndra early to make sure he get the Vanguard with the Galio. So now I think he will have to play a tempo, maybe try to go for that vertical portal if he get an
holy shit, when I saw Setsi on Galio Hero, I was like, oh, we are fucking going.
We did see that.
You guys don't understand, I have to do the stats for every comp that is getting played, right? You don't understand how often I rolled Vanguard past 3 days.
Tempo and try and take down some of these members, because you know that the likes of Bintum and Bobe are
what is this
to try and get as much
Galio?
economy as possible.
Not even
of course,
bad.
if you're here for the previous times we saw Snowy, just want to bring it to the forefront again. It's a player we saw heavily contested in games before and still managed to do incredibly well. He's
but
a
he has
very
no
dangerous
items.
player indeed. But
Like
coming
no
to stage 3,
items.
Hwami and Snowy, they've got to
Yeah, it's always a bit scary,
we had
but
the
I
same
think
conversation we
you
had
just
for
watch the
T1
portal
before.
and then
Who's going to take the ball and
one
run with it,
item.
at least during
Like
the
if he
early
gets
game?
one
Yeah, I
Archangel,
love
yeah,
to
isn't
talk
it?
about Snowy a little more.
Why
This
you
is a
even
player
play?
that he's not the
You play
hero of the
ice?
game. He has the
Yeah,
lowest
you play
AD
Rice
because
from
he's
the start.
helping. He get in there
Probably, right?
for the
Yeah.
support
Like-
role, so he's always
no
helping the team.
Finesse, I
He's
think Rice is kinda
communicating,
good.
and he's
No,
trying
no, I
not to
think
go
Rice is
eighth
okay.
even
I
in
think
a
Rice
bad
is okay
position.
for
So that's
like tempo
very
spots.
important. And
Yeah.
I didn't,
once again, Snowy is
when
top
I
against
like experience
Kwame,
with Rice,
he's with 50
I've had a lot
seconds,
of
he's
success
CUA.
with stage
These
4,
are
and then it felt
champions.
like
These
he's
are,
falling off
they
like
have been in worse
stage
stages
5,
so many
like
times.
from
So
5-5.
Snowy being here, he
His
knows it's an
damage feels
opportunity
like very spread, so you
improve
kill
even
like
his
no
game even
units.
more.
For
Yeah,
stage
he
5.
had to prove himself as well, you know, coming into this.
You
I
need for
think he's
sure
a
a lot
player
of
that
mana
not
if
a
you
lot
like
of
Archangel
players
splits,
even knew
and
about coming into
ideally
this,
you
and
get
not
like
even us
second
talent as well.
queen,
He's a
right?
player
It's so
that's
important to
very
get to
good
Nora.
for
Because
a
if you
get
bit
to
more
Nora,
in terms of
you can
the
actually
scene
play
over
for
in
like
China,
boosts.
but in terms
Yeah,
of being
yeah,
on the
agreed.
global stage and in such a
The
big
Archangel
format,
red
it's going to
buff
be
is
so
like
huge. But I
very,
think
very
this
good on
could
him.
be a huge win here for Snowy.
Oh,
and
nice,
Dinazuni
nice
now
win,
going to be on a
big win.
2-loss streak. So Hwami and Snowy still
Who
not
is your
playing against
favorite
each
in the
other.
series?
Yeah, it's been very lucky
Oh, I
so
think
far as we get into the
Twisted
second
will
augment.
win the
And see
tournament.
how long Twisted Mind
Too
can keep
healthy.
on dominating.
So you don't believe in
As you said,
Yeah.
too healthy. It's
Dude, I was
almost
the
always
biggest
just gonna be
Bintum
the choice.
fanboy
I mean,
at
you see it
Worlds.
straight away. You don't even need to
I think this
re-roll
guy's
the
so
upper
quick, but
augments.
look
I
at
think you're in a
fucking
situation. I think you
Mind
just
Line
re-roll
up.
the
He
other
won me
augments just
60
in
seconds.
case.
Isn't that
Yeah,
bad?
As you can see, Syndra 2-star
The rest of
upgraded.
the
Already has a bunch of 2 costs on his board.
Item
He can try and
ladder
get extras as
Syndra,
well.
too
Early
healthy, but his
Rice
items are
on the
horrible.
bench could be a possibility. Early Nami
The
on the
items are
bench as well. So a
horrible.
really, really nice roll down here for SCSC,
Bintum's
and
was
obviously going to be
kinda good,
helping in terms of
actually.
the items with their silver augment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
holding
He's
the
everything,
castle
and he
to
has,
help
like,
the
pretty
team.
good items.
He knows they're in a good position.
he's the bleed of
He
player,
needs
right?
to
He will
save,
just now hit
those
everyone
goals
for
from
infinite.
the other game.
Yeah,
CUA,
he's just like
now
meant
with
to
the
go
Syndra he
for
finds this
stuff.
stabilization so
No,
important
the
counter.
sad
Maybe
thing
lacking
is
a little
the
front line,
best
not
and soft
items, but
Kog'Maw
3
spots
items of that
are
Syndra to
like
funnel
when you
that
are
scaling into the
when you
the
have in stage 3
And
you
it
have
seems like the
3
caretakers was
who
actually
are
the
like
Nila in the end.
all the
I thought it was
opponents in your
actually the
rotation.
Akali at the
This
start.
stage 3 is like so hard, you just take everyone
We're back, baby. We're back.
Like starting stage 4, you can still win
Which is
depending on if
actually
you
crazy because we saw at the start there was a 2-star card and a 2-star Nila, so it was like, which one is going to be the caretakers? But it's actually Nila, so Nila, it's Nila, right? This aggressive
Nila
style
from caretakers
of trying
into
to roll for the Nila, has the Eldritch emblem as well, so he's going to be trying to get in that huge massive summon.
All right, Hubei, you were the most excited to see Nila in here.
Yeah, this is such a good alternative plan to play for him, because he has 7 Eldritch, Nyla 3,
just hasn't been unleashed
he just
yet.
Nami, and then cap out online.
Come on,
You
that's
can
unfair.
cap out with your favorite
It's like you
unit,
asked me,
Brian.
what's better, apple or lemon?
What? My favorite
I understand.
No, very important. The question
Oh,
you
wait,
asked,
Chas, can you
Andres,
hear us? What is this
Nila
question mark?
is like a
No,
double champion.
wait up.
You wanted to her to go like scale maybe with a Ginso, maybe with a Titans, while the Akali is more like an assassin. She goes to the back line, she's able to dash and get that kill. So actually they synergize in a way. You want to have them maybe spread out or in the same place according to what you want to see, but it will depend on who you're facing. So it's not
I mean,
a
we
tier
cannot do
S
anything
comp,
about it.
but it's one of the
So it's
first
fine.
reroll comps that appear that we haven't seen it so
Where's
far. It's very
the
good to see
fucking
her here in
symbol like
semifinals.
that, by the way?
Interesting enough here, Hwande actually frontlining his Ashe and Syndra. So
Yeah,
actually
he just
doesn't
wants,
even want
this
to
is what he
continue the win streak, it seems like, or maybe in a position where he feels like he can't carry on the win streak, so he'll rather give over kind
his
of
items
the
are kind of
in the end
fucked.
to
Yeah,
do
he
it.
has
So
no
really
items.
interesting
The thing
decision
is, his
there,
7th
not
streak is
allowing his
infinite money.
win streak to
It's
continue.
like it's hard to
Really good
lose,
catch
especially
there.
against your
That
own
does seem a
teammates.
surprising choice,
Super
but I mean,
hard to
right now,
lose
Twisted
them.
Minds, they're looking very good overall, so maybe they can take some of those liberties with
Bobby
the
looks
game.
like
I mean, Hwande
Bobby.
certainly
Bobby,
got
yeah,
enough
Bobby's
money
in
from his
the
streak
final
up to this
jail.
point to say, I'm willing to battle
I mean,
past
is it
my
really a
teammate.
trade? It's like he's in
Once
the
again,
Zimra villa.
communication,
No.
you were translating the
Like
previous
chilling.
Stuart. You said you knew what they were talking. They were. Can you
Oh,
help
Eyes on
us here?
Thousand for the
What's 60
Ice
seconds?
I think I heard
Did you, by the
Nila
way,
3
did you
in
see
there
the
somewhere.
interview?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's
The
the
what?
only thing I heard.
I mean, I don't know about translation, but I
No.
am
Oh,
British
yeah,
after
I saw.
all, so I
Boy,
only
he was
really know
so
English.
good.
And
Yeah, he was so
even-
nice. He was like, ask him
even
what he
outside
said
of
the
even
charms and the
English
mechanic, and he was like,
dictionary,
yeah, the
sometimes
game is
it's
pretty
very
nice, and
limited,
very
so,
good
you know,
design.
I don't think I'll be translating to,
then he was
you
like,
know,
oh, the
to
Benedict
Korean
is a bit
anytime
sus.
soon, but yeah.
You know, like, Milk is the biggest yapper, right?
I mean, you already know, like,
most of their
he
players
got
are at the
fucking
bottom
midget
again,
playing.
so again, realizing that situation of, hey, we need to deny Nilo items now, because this is something that the players are not used to. We're used to players denying the likes of Syndra, Cassidy items, but now we need to
Yeah,
try
he's
and deny
doing like
the
an
Nilo
interview,
items so
but we
she
cannot
doesn't become this
swap fields.
late game beast.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to swap.
Binton, of course,
There's only one stream.
62nd,
Oh,
currently at the bottom.
if
Yeah,
there's
we
only
touched
one stream,
streaks
how
again,
can we
we're
save
going to
all
bring
of
them back into the conversation. We saw a lot of good control from Twisted Mind before. A moment they've got the win streak, they've got the loss streak as well. 62nd, the only member of Twisted Mind in the bottom 4, making sure that he's scooping up the cash.
Yeah, he has 5 Syndra there, but
What's up with the sun? Wait, what's wrong with the sun?
there's a lot of Syndra already in the lobby. It will be very hard for anyone that doesn't have additional resources, for example, that Prismatic ticket that we saw, to get actually into the Syndra.
Oh, first
list.
event,
So I don't think we will see
Frodan is
so
on
most of them
when to
who want to
interview
go tempo,
on
want to
main
go for the
stage.
Warrior Preserved. That is actually Karma. It's Karma Flex. we put it as Warrior Preserved because there's 2 warriors in the comp, but that's Karma Flex. So you play Syndra, you
Yeah,
cannot
I don't know.
play,
He left like
Crystal,
5
you go
seconds
level
ago,
8, you play
like
Karma,
5
play
minutes ago, and
Preservers,
he told me to
good
take the
units in your
lead.
board.
So I'm taking the
Clement
lead.
were talking about this for so long. This morning when these two were talking, it was like, Warrior Preserver. Is it like basically
It's
Karma?
okay to do this for everyone. Like when a
Just with
TFT
some
player
Warrior
needs a
Preserver.
break, they just call you, swing for them.
Lift up the mask and say, wait a second, you're a coward the whole time.
Exactly. It was a bait all along. You just
I'm back. I'm back.
board at the moment.
Sorry.
Oh, what up?
Being one of the best
What up?
4-course units, no doubt that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to do an interview for like the main chat. It was like a really long interview because they started like they I think they realized that I can give actual answers because they usually ask the players to do interviews and they give like, oh, I don't know, we just high rolled, you know, those kinds of answers. And so because I was like giving actual real answers, they were asking like what happened to Fnatic, what's the meta like, and I just gave like in-depth answers. They end up keeping me like 10 minutes longer than they planned to. Okay, thank you Raptor, Memo, for stopping by.
We'll have to drop down a little bit. And we go back to where Hwande was actually giving Zizui the win earlier on, you know, stopping Hwande's win streak. But actually, that understanding of knowing that Zui can actually carry on this streak for 5 rounds now, that understanding...
Milk and Soju are DMing me. They're just so depressed. They're like, what do we do? What are you doing? Frodan, what are you doing?
Let's give that win streak over to
All
someone
right.
else, and let's kind of level out the HP totals.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, here in the semi-final stages, this is when, this is the penultimate series of the entire event here at the Esports World Cup. If there's ever a time to demonstrate complete...
Can you lower the caster's volume? Oh, sorry about that. All right, so what do I miss here? RY, Juanmei, Bintum, Dooney, Bobe, SCSU, Snowy, 62nd. Okay, so Twisted Minds kind of on the back foot here. I'm just looking at their augments. Component buffet. Was this player playing? Syndra? Dude, I'm so sad. If I could take a second here just to reflect about what happened here. Vitality actually played so well all group stage long. They made like 1 error. But like game 2 was just a prismatic augment diff. President, thank you for the raid. Invite them to yap about CN. I did. I told him I'm co-streaming. If you wanna yap, come through. I DM'd them. President, hope you're doing well. Thanks for the raid. Man, I'm just so sad about what happened. That was depressing. All good. I mean, like, the thing is, you might be like, well, they got, like, top 4 and 45k, but, like, that's not, like, why they're here. They would actually make more than that if they just stayed home and streamed, so they came to win. And I was, like, so convinced they would win. I was convinced that either... Oh, what up? I was convinced that Vitality was either going to go dead last, like, 0-2 groups, or win the whole thing. So, Soju's here.
I think they all went back.
They all went back?
Yeah.
Oh, so why'd you stay?
Oh, I think they went back to stare at a wall.
Oh.
I don't want to just stare at a wall, so.
Oh, man.
How's this game looking?
I actually had to do an interview, so I just got back. But this guy took Call the Chaos and got Hui 3. That's do you play that, or is it 27 gold?
Hui's definitely chaos. I mean, it's chaos to go 8th, that's for sure. I don't know if he wants to keep that.
I think he's trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I would probably sell it and just keep on rolling.
Yes, he was not very good. He might actually just open sell it.
Dude, Hui 3 is so bad. We had Frost Hunter with Hui 3, 3 items, Olaf 2, Diana, 7 Frost in stage 5, and Wajan. I told the story, I think. Wajan's like, guys, I think I can win out. And then he lost 5 rounds in a row and went 5th.
Oh, he sold it.
Yeah.
This Prismatic is 27 gold.
Not bad. Actually, 26. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. What was his Caretaker's ally this game? Can't tell. He probably just sold it. Maybe Galio, actually. His duplicator.
Oh, yeah.
Galio into Tempo, into Karma.
That went out for sure. Do you know Galaxy
Ascending
Augments? Is it Econ Opener?
It might be. It might be. This guy has 2 duplicators in the bench.
Yeah, he's too rich for not to be.
So he's just. Wait, he has double. Oh yeah, he's just not ripping double dupe Bobe. Like, he's just gonna roll a little bit more. He's going for Casio 3. One thing about Korea is that they roll for like 3 stars that I didn't expect them to. Like when they're playing Cassin, they roll for Hecarim. When they're playing for like Syndra, they're just like, yeah, like fucking Casio 3. I don't know if that's right, but
I don't think it is. That doesn't sound that good.
Yeah. Oh, Box, thank you for the raid. H and then I. Hello. It's Frodan and the left arm of Soju. You guys are tuning into the 2nd semifinals of the match. You guys playing Eldritch multi-strikers. Oh, this guy got Neela. Oh, what the heck? He kind of cooked. Multi-striker, Neela, Eldritch, Cassidon, like,
what is going on?
Juanmei. Juanmei is like the craziest player on Twisted Minds. In scrims, he actually did some wild shit. Like, he would like hit Briar and then bite every single turn, and then like Twisted Minds would just be minus 30 HP for no reason. Because HP preservation is like what really matters the most in 44 in these kinds of late game dynamics. Blaster Kog'Maw. Bintum's playing Blaster Kog'Maw, and he's streaking. Wait a second. Blaster Cog good? Shojin last whisper Blaster Cog.
I mean, it gives you a choice.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, you probably just low rolled. It's like when you take that stuff, it just means you low rolled.
Well, what's the item that you get with it? GS?
Across the whole board, I think in terms of augments, no real big surprises.
I mean, like, we're kind of rooting for T1, I think, because, I mean, one, it's kind of cool to root for T1 in general, but also, they are, like, not China, and I think we've established something that China are some egregious high rollers, man.
Oh, I don't know. We could have won that second game for sure.
Could have won the second game. I think
they got more lucky on the second game, but the thing is, like, after Milk Giga hit, he had 3 of them in their pool. Then he fights Clone. I don't know if you guys can see the matchmaking.
No, we can't.
But yeah, he fights Clone, and then the moment we can fight our own teammate, he fights Toronto.
Oh, that's what happened.
And if it weren't for that, like, if he fights Real,
okay,
we probably actually win that game, because there's no way he doesn't win out.
Yeah.
Final, like, 2 lives into him.
Oh man, you actually stayed alive way longer than I thought you were gonna do.
Yeah, no, I told him that I was going 7th, but Milk is...
You also almost beat the 10 portal player, which is crazy.
I don't think he was 10 portal at the time.
No, but he was going for 10 portal. He was econing up.
Yeah.
He had like level 940, so he would have gotten to 10 if he made it to the next round. Ask him about Deja Vu.
I mean, if it gives Galio 2 year Rod, it was actually fine because we scouted and we needed to deny 2 items. So Setsuko was okay with opening, and they can't open because they're not selling their Syndra Rumble, right? I mean, it's fine to sell Rumble, but they have to sell Syndra, and I'm full open. Like, I can full open on them.
Yeah.
So he needed bow, and I needed... I could go tier to deny tier, and he wanted bow to finish the Ginsu, and then the Carousels just spat.
Yeah.
And then there's no bow, no tier, no... And then spat. So after that, we're just like, okay, it's fine, and then...
And then it wasn't fine. I mean, he was actually still in a pretty decent spot if he hit like fast, and then he just got stuck.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. And that's like, I think game 1, the thing is, what we could control though is, like, it's really important not to slam your items right after neutrals. And I had double down 5 loss, and I had like the best fucking item, like the best 6 components. I think I had Shojin Nashor's Gargoyle, and I was so fucking excited. I just slammed that shit, and then I broke Milk Streak, and then I broke my double down.
Oh, we didn't see that.
And then after that, I was so fucking.
We just came back and you had 1 win, so we're like, oh.
I mean, it's fine. Like, I think double down is so, like, the stats say double down is like a 4.8, but that is for sure. Like, every time we take double down in scrims, it's just a 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. I think it's just bad players take it. But yeah, no, I trolled because I lost 4 gold on myself, and then I agreed to Milk Streak. And then yeah. But I mean, I feel like that game was like whatever. I think.
Setsuko, big mouth, big ego. Glad he got punished. Setsuko's like one of the most selfless players this tournament, man. I actually was very surprised how often he played so selflessly. Dude, Twisted Minds is going 6, 7, 8. Dude, is T1 super good?
No, they're not that good.
They're not that good.
They were really good, but I think like in our last like 10 games we're like 9-1 against them.
Alright, so like everyone caught up to them?
Yeah, I think so. Like, okay, I mean, we can just talk about 4v4 now.
Yeah.
You want to just focus on the game? We just talk about the game.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay. Fish Bones. Gambler's Blade, not particularly very good. His front line's actually kind of sus because he doesn't actually have like a real tank. Like Furo's kind of like pseudo tank. Sometimes you can like take some abuse, but like we're at stage 5. The 2nd spot, immovable object.
Bro, this looks like a 3-2 board. Going to 5-1 with this trash.
You can depends on his like his Syndra count, but looks like based off of his HP, it looks like his Syndra stacks are probably pretty low. He's also his JG on Syndra, so that is not good. JG Syndra is
And his teammate loads in with USS Crown Guard Eldritch Cassidy.
Why does it look like he's winning though?
I mean, both boards are so pathetic.
Oh!
That's actually the best
case. Yeah, actually I see, so he doesn't die. Oh, but Snowy lost. Oh, they don't have enough HP. Wait, actually, T1's a little bit on the low side of HP as well. Holy Chaos. Oh, the bench augments. I mean, this augment actually, this bench charm actually does really well in the stats.
Oh, it's good. It's just so expensive.
Yeah, because you have to have the bench as well as
yeah,
this.
Just true 0.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta buy something. He buys it for a Galio 1 to hop onto the board. Oh man. I guess you can buy Blitzcrank. Yeah.
Did they get the Vanguard?
I think so.
Oh, okay, that's actually kind of nice.
But I'm not entirely sure.
I guess we can see.
Much better items on Nasus for Dooney.
Is it 50% that you get this stuff?
50% HP? Yeah, the shield.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Maybe it just got burst out.
It looks like we are dead. But 60-second wins? Or oh, I already stacked all of it. He has Radiant item on the bench. Okay.
Okay, he's done soon.
Yeah.
Dooney's 1.
Oh. Oh, sell the Nasus the okay. How many are there? 13? 13 forecast?
I thought, oh, it's not still.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking 3 cost. So 6 second hits the Nami.
Roll speed is fucking insane.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's going on over here?
How catch 2? Wow. Okay. And he got it in time. Dooney versus Hwanmei, like winner of this stays alive, other goes to 7. I think Hwanmei's actually at 13, he can survive. I mean, Hwanmei just played, you just try to play maximum tempo, but like,
yeah,
multi-striker Neela is like, not that good.
I think if he's like, the thing is if he's willing to play these lines, this guy's probably a demon.
Hwanmei?
Yeah, I think what impressed me about Navi is the guy taking spin to win. But honestly, I didn't see the spot.
Oh,
he probably
G-Poke?
just had Wukong and just instant TP to Wukong too.
He had 6 Wukongs.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think those spots were like just like it's probably, it looks good and it probably is good. It's just like, a lot of times you just want to take the safe.
Oh, you guys weren't Wukong believers? Or you guys never thought you could hit Wukong 3?
I like, a lot of times like you just take it and then you're just like stuck rolling for Wukong and you don't really know, because like Nasus 2 is stronger than Wukong 2, right?
Nasus.
And then the problem is you're just stuck there, like you don't know if you want to give up on it, and then the spots you're just like uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I feel like our team like really at one point our team strategy was literally buy every Wukong and we won every scrim. But then we realized that we were just high rolling, so we stopped doing that. But at one point Kiyun literally had Wukong brain and he just kept buying Wukongs and holding Wukongs, and then he was going that was the period we watched, he kept going 7th and 8th. And then one time he finally like had a good Wukong spot.
Yeah.
And then we just kept buying way too many Wukongs, and that was an interesting day. I mean, we haven't done that ever since, but it was, our team were at one point huge Wukong believers.
I think it's also just probably just better in solo queue as well. I don't know if you guys played any solo queue.
We played some.
Okay, because in 4v4, when you play a level 8 board, you need to high roll your early game, and when you roll, it looks like you're cheating.
Yeah.
You just hit 2-star everything instantly, but in solo queue, you literally can roll 200 gold and not hit anything.
Yeah. It's just a completely different game. Although I will say that in hindsight, 6, 7, 8s, I mean, Jover.
Oh, that's not good. 6, 7, 8.
Dude, it's gonna be T1. It's gonna be T1 versus another China team in the finals, like always, except TFT.
Didn't Malala say that Juanes told him that
Wolves are the best team?
Oh, I don't think they're that good. Like high key. Like,
so who is good? No one's good. T1's not good.
No, we actually got scammed. Like high key.
Oh, yeah, but like that's the CS special, because we felt like we got scammed too.
You cannot get scammed against fucking Weibo.
Yes, we did. They had it was actually a carbon copy of the last game. Prismatic start. Okay, they have Shimmer Scale and Support Gold, and we have Prismatic tickets and a Wandering Train that's unclickable.
Oh, I don't even think we got, like, I'm pretty sure like we still had a game plan where we could come back.
I mean, yeah, same with us, but we just Disrupt died in bot 4 with level up. That sounds familiar.
Oh, but he also rolled on 8. I don't really know what that was. Was he supposed to just play for win out?
Yes, he was.
But they just rolled on 8.
Actually, I didn't see that he was rolling on 8, so maybe you saw his POV and I didn't. I mean, either way, it felt eerily similar. I was like watching it, and I mean, you guys did a really good job pulling it back in. Honestly, I thought you guys, like I said, like you guys were like kind of underdogs. But then you guys all hit like triple item collector or something like that, and I was like, okay. And then you won like a bunch. You actually went on a win streak, and you like scammed a couple fights with Cogmon. I was like, oh, they had the HP buffer, and then yeah, and I didn't realize you guys had such bad matchmaking. Okay, so who is good? If T1 sucks, or sorry, they're not that good.
I don't think T1 sucks.
You said they're not that good. And if Wolves is not that good, who is good besides you guys? I guess.
I don't know, but we were watching Wolves against, was it Navi yesterday? Wolves against Navi.
You think Navi's good?
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, everyone doesn't think they're that good. I mean, I like them as like players, I guess. But,
yeah.
But I think I don't know who it was, but it's just someone's just making like so many like fundamental mistakes.
Yeah.
And the only reason he got away with it is because he hit Salvager. Otherwise, that would have won the game 3 for sure. And also, Yuggle played that game not that great.
I mean, I feel like
probably should have won that game regardless. But I'm saying, I think the guy that beat Yuggle at the end like played the game like he threw like 3 placements just based on like fundamentals. I think. And I think like if you're gonna throw 3 placements just off of like raw fundamentals, not like how you roll and stuff like that, that's just unacceptable.
I mean, I don't disagree, but I feel like the way you're answering this question, the way you're answering the question is super funny to me because I keep asking like who is good, and you just keep saying this guy made a mistake, this guy made a mistake.
I'm pretty sure Twisted Minds is actually good.
Well, I think they are good. Yeah.
I mean, they're 6, 7, 8 this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it back. I'm pretty sure.
The problem is for for Twisted Minds is that I think that every now and then they just take like the weirdest lines and they just like Juan goes 8th out of nowhere. I don't know.
What did Snowy play this game? Do you know? He's level 9.
Yeah.
Wait, I think that was the guy that we were watching on 4-2, or no? Because if he's level 9, I think he was the only guy in a spot to go 9.
Oh.
Unless that's the first place guy.
Our story about Snowy was one time we were in a scrim and we accidentally had the wrong people in the observer slot. Snowy was in the observer slot, so the coach was in, and then the coach won the game.
Wait, what?
Snowy just observed the game, and the coach was playing in the scrim, and then
they didn't swap. Are you sure?
I don't know if they didn't swap, but like either way, it was funny because all it said was Twisted Minds coach 1, and he went first and cleared us.
No, they probably
switched, but it was funny because Snowy's in the observer slot. So yeah, because their coach is Shizu, who's also a good player as well.
Oh, okay.
Dude, they actually they have like Ning Lee as the coach for Weibo, I think. They have Flancy as the coach for Falcons, and they have Shizu. Isn't that kind of too much?
Didn't Flancy coach JDG and then he just dipped?
No, he played in JDG.
Oh, and then he just dipped.
And then they lost in the qualifier. No, he lost in the qualifier.
Yeah.
And then they signed him as a coach.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'd be like if they, I don't know, you guys signed Pokygom or something like that. Or, I guess technically Precedent's your coach. Not really. What are you gonna do about Toronto Tokyo and Precedent? Are you just gonna?
Oh, we have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I was actually thinking about that, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think Toronto did really well this tournament.
No.
He's a beast.
He's actually a beast.
I'm low-key down for Fnatic to steal him. I don't know. I feel like the roster might have to implode on Fnatic, but I'm down. I'm down to steal Toronto Tokyo. That actually would be great for the rivalry. 92 IQ? Wait, is Precedent IQ 90?
92? I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Does that sound right?
Low key.
Low key.
I think Precedent. They were trying to like figure out who was the dumbest.
Oh.
And then I think Hyun and Precedent both knew that it was dumb to, so that it was just dumb to arguing over who's dumber. But like we were just out, like no one even pointed fingers at us. They were just they knew it was dumb to, and they just were debating between them.
I feel like if you're looking at it like academically, I could definitely see Precedent scoring really low, but he's a really fast learner in other ways, and there's no way that means he's dumb.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think
that. 92 actually sounds believable. Like slightly below 100, I can see it. Respectfully.
Both these boards are so strong. That guy's Radiant Trojan.
Yeah, and Sinjin 3 triple items.
Ooh.
Stim pack, 2 healthy. Bobe.
Bobe's actually the GOAT.
Bobe's really good.
I think this T1 roster is like surprisingly just like really good. But I don't think they're that good.
Yeah. Well, Dooney Zuni is like an influencer, so he's like. I think a lot of people expect him to kind of be the weak link. Like a lot of teams actually have this like person on paper being the weak link, but like they end up kind of doing well if the team is good and they work together. Like Dooney Zuni's being one of that. Watch the clip. Okay, hold on a second.
And the IQ is. It's the title.
Okay.
It's one of these puzzles. Oh no.
So you have to choose one of the. Oh, is it just like a random exercise? You may want to spend the remaining day. 13 minutes left. You click finish.
He probably just got impatient.
And it has a. Are you smart enough for Mensa? Which is the answer to that is VincentMensa.no. Your IQ is measured 92, which is equivalent to the 30th percentile, which is with a standard deviation of 15. Oh. I see. That's unlucky. You know what? It's actually fake. I'm sure if he took that like 3 more times, he might get 100. I mean, I think part of it is that he just when you take it on. I think streaming makes you 10% dumber, so that's the diff. You actually get 100 because when you're streaming, you feel rushed. You can't think things through. You have to like vocalize everything. I didn't finish it. I took it again. I got 118. Sure. How come there's no clip evidence of it though?
He went out of his way to actually finish the test. That's insane.
Wait. Oh, he didn't do the last 10 questions. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so you say you want to talk about like 4v4?
Oh, what were we talking about again?
I forgot though. I mean, part of it is that I'm pretty okay. Do you agree with the idea that a year from now, like basically what Toronto Tokyo said was like right now we're doing the equivalent of League of Legends when people just group S5 for mid to push towers. And then like we're like at level 0 of actual 4v4
I mean,
meta.
there's so much stuff that you could do, and it makes it so relevant. Like, I think I feel like every patch is gonna have a different meta as well.
Yeah.
So like this patch, like denying or stopping the Syndra player is, I think how to solve this 44 patch is Syndra's fucking broken.
Right.
And the thing is, both teams can play Syndra, but only one team is going to win out with Syndra probably.
Mm-hmm.
And you can beat Syndra if you delay their like itemization, I guess.
Right.
So I think we kind of figured that out after just getting dumpster. Like every time we would lose scrims, it was always to Syndra 3, just like winning out, and we lose the tiebreaker. So we kind of just figured that like Milk is just like, fuck this, I'm just opening every game. But the thing is with 4v4 is like you can't have one person just open every game because let's say he just loads in with like fucking true gigabits everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like what, he's gonna sell his board to open? No. So like everyone needs to like know every role. So I think that's like what makes 4v4 so cool.
Yeah.
I think
it makes this meta is actually not even that bad for 4v4.
Yeah, no, I think 4v4
makes
it
like
so
weird.
Yeah, like if the meta is trash, it doesn't matter because both teams can play this trash ass meta.
Yeah. And then it's all about your dynamics with it. So
yeah, so it's just like I think the most like skill that comes from 4v4 and is basically just your comp allocation on 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2-1 you need to know what components that are must-anize.
Yeah.
You need to know if like you need to make sure like your team's not playing 2 casters, you're going guaranteed 7-8. You need to like dedicate who wants to open, who wants to tempo, who wants to play like towards this, who can figure it out later. Like sometimes it's not perfect and like 2 people want to like play level 8 board, and most of the time it's gonna be Karma. But like that's where Toronto Tokyo is really good because he's so good at just making these like shit ass boards and just scamming placements off of it.
Yeah.
And while making those while getting a top 4 finish, he would also like make so much space for the team. Like even if his 2-1 AVP is not that good, him making space for our team to play the comfort from their spot, their line, is like a +2 placement. And you actually cannot lose. And the reason people like dog on Kog'Maw being trash is because his AVP is garbage. But the thing is, the role of Kog'Maw is to not slam the fairy against your own team and feed them a life, and then take 2 costs out of the pool to enhance your Syndra player, hold their Syndras if you don't have a Syndra player, and what's it called? And it's basically you're just funneling your Syndra player while trying to grief their Syndra player.
Yeah.
So if you go 6, most of the time if your Syndra player wins out, you're going to win anyway. So I think Kog'Maw, and then the stats make him look bad because when he's contested, holy fuck, it's the fastest 7-8.
Yeah.
You are not avoiding a 7-8. But I mean, I think the value of Kog'Maw is just like it's just guaranteed to not go dead last unless it's contested.
It's to go 6th while griefing everyone on the way and like trading HP to your teammates.
Yeah, like Kassadin needs to basically natural Kassadin 3 on 3-2 to even think about winning the lobby. But the thing is with Syndra is like if Syndra loads in with Shojin Nashers or Shojin Ginsu or whatever, the chances of that Syndra winning the lobby is so fucking high. So you need to like if you can even delay their Syndra from hitting 3-star Syndra by even 1 turn, it's enough for your. And then the thing is, we have Setsuko and Milk that are like super comfort on Karma, and they almost always win out when they do get to those spots.
I feel like we didn't see much of Setsuko win out spots. Though.
I mean,
I feel like he kept getting fed like the team spots.
I mean, it's just you just have to look at your spot on 2-1 and just kind of know.
Do you guys think Deja Vu's a win out?
I think from his spot, I think it was fine. I mean, he didn't hit obviously, but he would have been way more stable if he just got the Gensur.
Yeah.
And I think he wouldn't have to overroll on 3-2 and then
I mean,
like
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like whatever. The Deja Vu is like whatever, I think. I mean he's like apologizing, and Tarda was apologizing for bot forwarding with item collector, but like bro, it doesn't really matter, I think. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, I think that we have very similar stuff on our team as well. Does losing with 44 feel like worse because of the format, or do you think it's like actually not as bad because you like sharing it together?
I mean, I felt like kind of bad after we lost, but I mean, I feel like no one on our team like has any like hard feelings for anyone else.
Yeah.
So it's like we all could have played better, and like we lost, but I'm pretty sure we were probably the best NA team here. So.
I'll allow it. It feels worse? I don't think so though. Like on the one hand, it's like, I mean, I guess it depends. It's relative. It depends on how you lose. Like Z10 almost lost because one of their teammates took Golden Egg, which is like taking Golden Egg in 4v4 is like a complete unacceptable mistake. But they won, so it's like funny.
Did the Golden Egg win out?
No.
Oh.
Not even close.
Did he just die?
Yeah, he just died. But yeah. So if you lose that way, I mean that's probably a horrible feeling because you just punted for your whole team. But yeah, but if you like lose and it's like, I don't know. On the one hand, like losing felt bad for Fnatic, but at the same time, the way we lost in game 3 is like sometimes you just can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Is there no crowd? I mean, there's like 5 people. 5-6 people. Very passionate TFT fans though. I'm pretty sure it's like a couple of team managers though, and the owner of Meta TFT. The owner of Meta TFT actually flew out here to be in the audience, but I think he's like the only TFT fan. But he shows up to all the games. You guys know that meme of that dude who's like a DJ in his backyard, and there's like his girlfriend, and like basically the only person in the crowd like cheering for him. That was like us. Loaded carousels is so hard in 4v4. You just like for the people who are loose streaking, you just like load up and there's like more than 2x amount of choices. It's so complicated.
Look at this opener.
Syndra pair.
Blitzcrank Warwick.
Oh yeah.
Syndra paired. Like fuck it, Bower tier. The game's over. It's actually over.
The amount of times Kyun complained about Blitzcrank 2 at 2-1, like I think. I started driving the team crazy because every time someone saw with the Blitzcrank 2, Kyun would just lose it.
Oh, is Blitzcrank broken?
Yeah. And he's like by far the best like moguls holder, like by a mile.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But what if you don't get moguls?
Oh, I mean he's still like an unkillable tank.
Oh, he's still pretty good.
You just don't play him and you just can't do anything. So that they would purposely like stack Blitzcrank 2 to get weaker boards, and then like you play Syndra so you can ramp infinite. Because like Blitzcrank 2 would never die, but Syndra 1 couldn't kill anything. So yeah, you just like you would get like that's how they got 90. Actually, I undershot. Remember I said they had 80 stacks in stage 3 for Z10. I was wrong. They had 90. They corrected me. They're like, no, we had 90 stacks in stage 3.
This is won the game. He guaranteed one. He's a full Ginsu 1 bench.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the augments.
Yeah, the game's over.
Do you like this augment? Patience is a virtue.
No. Yeah, like this is a Blitzcrank next shop. You just can't buy.
Weijin was convinced that this augment is actually like it's kind of like what you said about double downs. Like noobs are bad at it.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it's bad.
It's stacking free rerolls.
Yeah,
if you're open for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think if you need an open Syndra player, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think from his spot, like, how much value is? Like,
I mean, part of the problem was Kyun would take this and then play Cassidon, and then he went like 7-7 with it, and then yeah. I mean, not in actual tournament matches, in scrims. Oh, Pandora's.
He won the game. It's already over.
Oh, okay.
No, it's over. It's over.
All right.
Bro, what is this?
Wait, did he roll? Did he roll just now? Oh no, you got the free chaperone. Never mind.
I think if he rolled here like with 2 gold, I think he might get rewarded.
I missed that. Caretaker's ally into Cog. Oh, that's nice. Because then you get to streak with Cog, right?
It's okay.
Cog 2 doesn't streak on stage 2 for you guys?
Oh, I mean, it's okay. I just don't know. He's just playing towards like 400. There's no way you're just gonna sit on 6 and roll.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, either way, you just want to preserve as much HP and then, like, just, like, trade it in stage 4.
Like, low-key, Olaf is kind of a demon. Like, low-key.
Okay.
No, like, he's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty good.
Okay, when we at one point, Vitality had a mental boom, and they were desperate, so they asked our team to trade information, which in hindsight, we should have gone full onto it, but we only dipped our toes in it. So Toronto Tokyo called Malala to exchange information, right? They came to the table to try to talk about tips about how to play the meta. And the one tip that that they were trying to talk to us about, like one of them was that Soju's like, oh, I think Olaf is not even that bad.
Bro, Olaf is not bad. It's a Fiora. It's literally Fiora. Like a really bad Fiora.
No, it's much worse than Fiora.
Oh yeah, no, but it's not that bad. Low key.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is, after we hung on the call, Disso said, wait, I think I agree with Soju. I think Olaf's not that bad. And then that stun locked us into like a 1.5 hour conversation about Olaf, and then we just stayed up way longer than we wanted to that night. Oh man.
Okay.
Because Disso also didn't think Olaf was that bad either.
I was trying to play this like, you know, like the Wukong Jinx like 4 Hunter board.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's exactly
Olaf
it.
with trash is doing 10k damage.
Or if you flex into like if you hit Diana,
yeah,
and then you hit like Olaf and you play like Tarek,
yeah,
and you
Diana,
have Jillian,
Tarek, 3
yeah,
Frost, Zillion, Preserver,
exactly.
Olaf. No,
That's what he tried to convince us as well.
Okay, the thing is like if you are trying to make space for your team,
yeah,
and like let's say randomly you're contesting Callista,
yeah,
bro, Olaf is not that bad. Like all the Fiora's already gone, like you might as well just.
But I think that was the moment when like, yeah, like when everyone was like, okay, maybe Disso doesn't have the read. Because it's not that like he doesn't have the read, but it's just more like, can we take everything that he's saying as like, that's the meta? Because like the difficulty is in boot camp. Like everyone has different reads, especially at set launch, and you have to sort for like what's good and what's not. And so like we're like basically taking turns talking about what we think is the read. And so we're like, okay, yeah. So then after that, we're like, okay, like, Wei-Jin, what's your read? And then he's like, no, it's not even that bad. So, yeah. Drawing up an Olaf comp for TFT Academy.
This game's probably over. Like, Snowy just high rolled like a top, like, 2% variance. He's a guarantee first.
Pandora's Syndra pair?
Pandora's Syndra pair. Like, come on. Like, the meta's not even bad. It's just, like...
Oh, but the thing is, that's kind of like Nook had a good opener as well. So you can always, like, 6-7-8 or 5-6-7. That's the only way you can kind of come back from these. Because they have first secured, right? Or not secured, but like very, very likely. This guy's AFK. Lilia pair.
Oh, he went Spec.
Oh, is he about to do what I think he's about to do? I mean, what do you think he's gonna do here?
Is it the fairy thing?
Yeah, I think he's about to play fairy.
Oh, he has Bobo. I'll allow it.
Yeah, like fairy Callista. This is some China tech that I think T1 stole.
Honestly, I like it. He has Econ Augments, so he can actually roll an 8.
Yeah.
He's probably just gonna open the stage.
Sugar? No, Sugar's too slow. Sugar is super fake in 4v4. You can never pull it off. We only pull it off one time, and Disso was literally at 1 HP. I think he actually may have been 2 HP, but... And that was like, everything had to go absolutely perfectly, and we said, yeah, we're never playing this tournament.
Oh my... Okay. I don't even know where this Mordekaiser even came from. Blitz 2, 4 Vanguard, and yeah, BF Sword... Bow belt.
Is he on 5 streak? Oh, he's on 4 streak, which I mean just as good. Archangel's Cassidon. Everyone said that Toronto Ultra was the best multi-striker team, but then we asked them, like, we told, like, Kiyun said that to their face, and they're like, oh really? Robin's like, I don't know what I'm doing. How has Setsuko found the time to like top 10 for snapshots? Well, because that was like Vitality. You either choose a solo queue or scrim or no sleep, and I thought Vitality chose option 3. They just didn't.
He didn't even. I don't even think. The thing is, we stopped solo queuing like a week ago.
He kept solo queuing.
Not that much though.
I mean,
like 3 games maybe.
While he was here, he kept solo queuing.
Like 3 games. I don't think it was that much. I think Ladder was just getting behind on Syndrome.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, now it's not though.
Yeah,
if you play, it's like there's people posting screenshots of 7 Syndras in that player.
Yeah. Right before we left the boot camp, we were solo queuing, and people were just sitting there pressing D on Syndra. We're just level 9 for free.
On the topic of multi-striker, is this Syndra meta? Shouldn't Akali reroll work? Oh, you would think so, but Akali is not. Like, she's the only backline access type of unit that her and Fiora, but they're just not reliable at all. Not reliable at all. I mean, part of my thing is like, if there's just not enough backline access to threaten Syndra too, and just keep her honest. Like maybe if Olaf was better, or I guess that's it. If Olaf was better, you could like threaten the Syndra 2s, but you can't because Olaf is pretty bad.
I don't know what this guy's even playing this game.
Bintum, I think he's playing Kalista. I think he's playing Kalista, but he doesn't have a tier. No tier.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know it was tier. Probably could figure it out eventually.
That's the best part about that is like when you're playing Kalista, you need to kill a tier, and so the fairy emblem is
nice. Okay. Also, it's really good because I'm pretty sure Kreuz dropped like almost no gold.
That's good.
I mean, it's good for him.
Oh, good for him.
His board's already. He's just sitting here.
He got his board squared away.
Just sitting for the rest of the game.
Yeah, 95 HP.
Yeah, he's guaranteed first.
Fast 9.
For sure, he's telling his team right now.
You can win out.
I already won the game.
Do you think...
That's actually your call on 2-5, no joke.
Yeah, that's true.
You know if you want
to. That's actually really crucial at 3-1. You need to tell your team if you think you won the game. It's not even like TFT accents or whatever.
This is level 6 all in.
This guy said a random Zerath 1 can threaten Syndra 2.
Bro, Zerath 2 can't even kill that shit.
Yeah.
Zerath.
If you RNG the perfect like rainbow Steph Curry shots, then maybe. Like if your Zerath is literally Olympic gold medalist form Steph Curry, then maybe. But yeah.
Level 9 full legendary, 3 Augments, 21 charm spot. Maybe you could win.
Yeah, maybe.
Syndra 2.
Oh, Golden Quest.
Fuck. Wait, who is this?
This is Bintum.
Oh, he won. Oh wait, actually, no.
He's at 63 HP.
Oh no, he got AFK though, right?
Oh, you're right. He pre-leveled.
I mean, this is Golden Quest for sure. It's so fucking
support golem.
I think the stats say it averages like a 5 point something.
He has 64 gold. I mean, but it's like, isn't it averaging like a 1 in this tournament?
Yeah, it is.
Who has actually lost with Golden Egg?
Even if I went out with Golden Quest, that's how you know it. Also, I trolled that game so fucking hard too.
Wait, what you did?
I lost a round after catching on Golden Quest.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's because I thought I could just play like Camille Chrono instead of multis, but I was like,
you just rolled too slow. That was the problem.
No, I thought I was just gonna play towards Karma, but then like 4 Chrono Karma, because China always tricks me with this fucking 4 Chrono shit. But then I was like, why don't I just play Kalista? And then I just rolled for Kalista.
I see. What were the comms like when you were playing Golden Quest?
Oh, I was getting kind of worried that they were worried because I was like panicking because like I can't show my face if I fucking die with Golden Quest. Because we were talking about it earlier, and we were saying like it's inexcusable not to win Golden Quest. I think I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure Milio is like actually out as well.
This guy also has Golden Quest.
Oh, but honestly, his Golden Quest isn't that good. Like Silver Ticket, no Econ Augment, and he's Golden Quest like.
I mean, Silver Ticket gets gold, but yeah.
Oh, he leveled on 3-1 though.
They're basically. Oh no, but Bintum's a full bench. I was like, they're basically tied, but Bintum has like 15 gold ahead.
He's probably cashing out on 4-2. Honestly, yeah, Bintum won out.
That's actually a big win then for Bintum because he just needs to preserve HP.
Yeah. The other guy's...
Nah.
Oh, he's 81? Oh.
One of these guys are getting Milio.
Okay, Milio's not even bad.
He's pretty bad.
If you have Karma items.
Oh, okay, I guess. But
if
like,
you just play that board with Bard.
He's pretty bad though.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
The stats actually show that he's like an entire placement behind the best.
But I'm pretty sure you can still win.
It's like a 3.3 or something like that. If you hit like Morgana Diana, it's like a 4.3 if you hit Milio.
If they gave him like real items, not this fucking Rabadon's Guardbreaker adaptive trash.
Yeah.
He would actually be really good. Kinsu, Shojin.
Do you do coaching? Nope. Coach Frodan is retired. I'm retiring from TFT coaching with a 0% win rate.
Oh,
and so anybody who wants to be a TFT coach, I am an inspiration, but you can't do worse than Frodan. I have a 0% win rate. What is this? Why does everyone have the best? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bests.
I think the second one is full RNG.
Oh, no, okay.
I think. I don't know. Actually, no, it's not.
Can you move the cam so we can see Soju? Nah.
Next time, for next 44, you can just ditch Fnatic and just join us.
Honestly, I don't think Fnatic will hire me back. Not because they don't think I'm a bad job, but I think they got really burned by this. Because they were like, what the fuck? We have like 2 world champs in like Weijin and like... but we'll see. Actually, I would do coaching like so much different now that like I've done my first 4v4. Like, I mean, I definitely went in eyes wide open. Like, I believed that 4v4 is really different, so I tried to approach it like in a very thoughtful way. And I consulted a bunch of other people, like good players, other analysts. I read a bunch of books on coaching. I talked with the players, and like it was still super different than I expected. Like, despite all my prep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. That shows the depth of the format. You can't just like first time it and like, oh shit, it's easy. It's actually quite hard. Also, this is a little bit of tech from T1. They itemize, they put items on Hecarim too before they go to Fiora. That's another T1 specialty that we kind of learned. They really think that Hecarim 2 is stable before Fiora. But not a lot of people do that. You will be remembered as the worst coach NA has ever had. I mean, listen, you gotta be remembered for something. Like, what does DPay write? Quarter finalist coach of Toronto Ultra in 2024 EWC. I mean, that's way too long.
I mean, they made it to quarters. What about you?
You pay by the letter for the tombstone.
You didn't even win a single match.
But at least I hold. I mean, I'm a record holder. That's what I do.
Wait, what record?
I had the worst win rate of any coach.
You just put record holder.
Honestly, I'm down to not join Vitality because I gotta preserve that record. What is he gonna do with these 2 vests? Oh, I guess like Titans. He's also now slamming his teammate.
Just fought 2 shitters.
Yeah, he's also fighting teammate. Because Bintum needs the HP.
He probably would just slam Bravo though.
Yeah. Also, Bintum didn't kill a unit, so unlucky. I think one thing that T1 doesn't do in some of these situations is that I think they can afford to sack units, and they don't position accordingly, based off what I'm seeing so far.
Oh, okay. I think Bintum's fine though. He's still gonna be too lies.
30. Yeah.
It says he's 92, but I'm pretty sure his bench is like super full, right? Yeah, he can catch on next turn if you wanted.
Next turn?
Yeah, because you can just sell
everything.
Yeah.
Depends. Do you always get gold tier bulls?
I hope so. If he doesn't get gold, it's fine. He would just have to sell his board and reload for it.
Yeah. Okay. This guy's at 124. Yeah, I think he can't sell. His board is. I think his bench is literally the equivalent gold of his board.
Oh no, this guy?
Yeah. 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I was just comparing the 2 spots.
Oh yeah. He got some gold. He needs one return, which is.
Wait a second. 149. Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know if he wants to sell Calista. He's ending Calista.
Yeah.
And then Bintum, he's probably doing math because he has this.
He's at 126. I mean, it's easier to do it on 4-2 as well because of the extra timer.
Yeah.
This is loaded carousels? Okay.
130. Where is he?
Bobe 96 HP streaking. Caretaker's cog. That's actually big. That's really big. This HP lead is huge. Slam TG. What else are you gonna do with it? Oh, he doesn't have last whisper. Never mind. He has IE. IE Cogmaw. Rageblade IE Cogmaw.
Oh, he got fingers, I think.
Oh shit. He farmed a free component off his opponent.
That was actually kind of good.
Yeah. I think he might take the Salvager. He could like get much better items.
Wait, can they go to Bintum's board? Also, shouldn't he like sell his bench already?
60 second. Reinforcement. Item collector?
Item collector?
Yeah, Smolder! Actually,
holy, he got the perfect amount of gold.
Oh shit, yo.
Everything it was 162 perfect. Bro, he was...
Diana! This guy got Diana!
Yeah, he got Diana.
Holy shit!
Why is he making Hui?
He's going Hui 3 with Diana.
Okay, he's back.
Nasus 2. Karma. Needs to position. Start equip slamming some items to pick up his stuff, and then keep rolling. Wait, Bintam's spot is so good now. Camille. Millionaire. He's going 4 chrono? 4 chrono. I mean, he can get...
Yeah, he'll pivot out of it. Nice.
Yeah. What does he do with this spat?
I have no idea. Fucking Frostbite. Like, I don't really know.
60 seconds, just barely slamming a little bit against his teammate. Oh no, he's going against Toonie. Is he denying the opponent Hui player who's playing Frost? Who's playing Frost? Frost Varus. Neither player slams. Oh, Juanme's playing Frost Varus. Oh.
What?
He's playing Little Buddy's Frost Varus.
So he's level 8 with Cinder 3.
Yeah.
On 4-2.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy's like Giga Chat. He's going 9?
No, he's rolling. His front line is extremely sus. He has Blitzcrank 2. Actually, Blitzcrank 2 makes it actually not that bad. But, yeah. Just compare 60 seconds board to Bintam's board. It's not even close. Diana 2, Nasus 2, Karma with Witchcraft, and then this guy has Smolder 2, Varus 2, and Blitzcrank 2.
Oh, he went Witch plus 1. He goes tier on Carousel.
Yeah, Shojin.
Diana.
RY has Cassidon 3. Dude, everyone hit. Cassidon 3, Syndra 3 on like early stage 4.
Yeah. I mean, Smolder's also really good. Like, you get it for free.
Oh, yeah. I thought,
no, he's trash, but if you get it for free, he can't be bad.
I mean, plus the items that come with it. Oh, wait.
I think
he lost.
Oh my. Wait, that is so bad.
Dude, Dooney Zuni. Yeah, because if he goes up against 60 second, or sorry, Bintam, he's just dead. Wait, 9 you can survive 1 year loss.
Bintam's still 2 lives, yeah.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
It's fine if there's no other golden quests.
Dooney Zuni is KR Soju. He's like the most popular Korean. He's KR Honglian. This dude's a complete for-fun player sometimes, but that was a beast move. I mean, T1 works together really well, and sometimes they just randomly clutch. Dude, how crazy would it be if T1 won the whole thing? Actually, wouldn't that be kind of good for TFT in Korea? T1 winning.
That's true.
I'm actually down for that. Like, CN wins another international tournament, like, who cares? They're still gonna buy every gacha thing. But Korea has such a bad impression of TFT esports, but if T1 wins, I'm pretty sure that'll convince them that. Like, yeah, like TFT is good.
Oh, he found a Morgana.
Oh, 4-2.
Oh, he's no wins.
He has the same Shojin.
He's so strong though.
Juanmei's playing Varus 1 with Frost.
Wait, honestly, getting Diana.
His board is 1-star Twitch, 1-star Varus. Varus is dead. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, this Smolder actually kind of cooked. How much better would the meta be if, like, Varus Olaf were like a little bit better?
I think it'd be much easier to play towards the 4-cost.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah, I would open up a 3rd avenue instead of like AP and reroll, which I think is huge.
Getting stuck on like playing worthless ass Ryzen.
I mean, or even worse, you get 80 items, you have to like play Cogmo. Like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
I guess you could play Callista, but Callista's like, I feel like Callista's just like really high roll. Or
yeah. You either just go 8th or like you can go like
2nd. But like Callista's like, you need to teleport into the spot. That's why like when Soju played Golden Quest and Callista, that makes sense because you need to like skip all the mid game and get to the 4 costs. Because Callista's board, like, starting price is 4 4 costs and 2 5 costs.
Well, this Varus looks kind of good. Like,
I mean, I think this Terror 2 is actually kind of huge because he had no front line. Wait, did he beat Bintam?
Bintam lost? Oh, no.
Oh, no. His little legend was on the board.
The thing is, Bintam's 2 lives, so he can actually kind of just, like, chill and make it fun. There's no way you get 6-0 with...
This board is so pathetic.
What is this guy even doing?
Oh my
god. And honestly, he had little buddy. You know, if he doesn't have little buddy, guaranteed 12.
You know what I just realized? He says branching out. He probably reforged into Frost. He probably got like Honeymancy and then like, reforged and got Frost.
Oh.
That's probably it. I mean, Hwanmei is definitely their like bullshit, like make it work player. Kind of like Toronto Tokyo, or like on our team that was Malala. But yeah, you can't turn water into wine with this one. Oh, more.
I think if Toronto loads in with this board, I'm gonna say just open every game.
Yeah. Sack the Frost Emblem. It's just a silver. Number 2. Is he griefing? He's griefing. He needs the gold though because he wants to do some front line. Eternal Winter.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh my god.
Where did he get this from? Was this his Augment?
I think it was a gold. I think it was a gold orb.
Oh.
Or Prismatic orb? I don't remember which one.
Oh, he hit Karma. Oh. Wait, I feel like he didn't roll that deep for this Karma.
No. Yeah, he might have gotten off of an orb. Wait, why does everyone have Karma? This guy had a Karma 2 in his bed. Oh, he stole his Karmas, that's why. It's okay. Two people can hit Karma. We can both hit.
The vertical witchcraft, like, it scales off of having Giga Fiora.
Yeah.
So if he makes it to like Carousel or Drag, he probably.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Bintam wins out. Yeah. What board can beat him? Yeah. Also, they did the Z10 strategy. I'm Karma. No, I'm Karma. And then you both hit. Ah, the Z10. No. I'm not bitter. Oh, we got it from Charm. We got it from Charm to cost 15 gold. Okay, got it. That makes sense.
I'm pretty sure. Also, how is Snowy just losing every round? What's going on?
I feel like Snowy queued up into Bintam one round. He might have queued into 6 second the other round. Like, it's entirely possible just matchmaking. Bobe's still number 1 in HP. It just goes to show you how valuable this Cogmon is right now. Oh wait, this Smolder is like 2-tapping everything. What the heck?
Smolder's actually kind of a beast.
Smolder 2. Smolder 1 is beyond worthless.
And then also you can't really itemize him because it's too scary to...
Yeah.
But you just TV to Smolder 2.
That is true.
Golden Quest.
Bintam, also 60 seconds dodging Bintam every round.
Yeah.
That's another big thing too.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wins though. I think he can win. Oh, that's huge.
Nasus 2. What does he sell? I don't know. I can't see. Surely he can sell something. Oh, I was gonna say Poppy over Hecker. Did he just sell Tarek too? He did. He did.
Oh.
I would sell Hecarim. Is Arcana that important?
I don't know. I have no idea.
He's Arcana charming the Xerath. Actually, I have no idea how good Xerath is for Smolder. That's something we never explored.
Oh, it does proc.
Like the fireballs are true damage?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can see it then.
But I feel like he doesn't have that many charms, but I still think.
Beats Zuni. Dude, these guys are having perfect matchmaking to never play each other.
Yeah. They're just running over.
Like, everyone else is sacking their HP. Bro. 987! Oh, Hwanmei's dead. I mean...
Wait, if Snowy goes 8th...
Oh, Desperate Play! Oh, no, never mind. Snowy goes 8th.
If Snowy goes 8th with that opener, this guy might be the worst player on the server. I don't know what happened.
Oh. With the Rageblade Shojin.
Wait, was this Snowy?
Yeah, Snowy had the Rageblade, Nasher's Shojin Syndra. On 2-1 with Pandora's. His augments are not that good. He took Transfiguration. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Can you take these as well? Thank you. He's still Syndra 2? I mean, that's totally fine. That's actually expected. If he stayed at 6 and rolled for Syndra with that lead, I think that's a mistake. Unless he's like somehow solo Syndra, which is just impossible.
Maybe he
Wait, he has Smite on the board. Oh, random item, Major Wish. Maybe as well.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe he hit Syndra 2 and then like underrolled because he thought he was stable.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he like skipped stage 3, thinking he was too strong, and then he like lost out, and then stage 4, the Golden Quest players.
Yeah, and he just run over him.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, they're fighting each other.
Oh, finally. I'm down for Bintum to take a narrow loss to make this more close. Or Bintum's gonna put him in the Varus is dead. Bintum's gonna put him in the dirt. Twisted Minds is dead. T1 is going to the finals. If Snowy's dead, that is it. And wait, Bobe lost. Is that it?
I don't think
it's not winnable though.
I don't think it matters though, because Bintum is like guaranteed.
You sure? Look at the HP counts. There's Desperate Plea in play. Yeah, they are like T1 is Twisted Mind is one Desperate Plea from doing infinite mental damage.
Wait, who has Desperate Plea?
No, I'm saying like if they roll Desperate Plea.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone beats Bintum. And is he 9 now?
All right, they have the 1-2. You're right. Oh man, wait, I'm down for seeing to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Snowy. They kill each other. All right, GG's. Unless Snowy has Desperate Plea, but Snowy does not even have a charm. Oh no, he does. He does have a charm.
Yeah, it's also he's playing Cassidy.
Yeah. Dude, T1 in the finals. T1 versus... That's actually the most hyped finals from the results that are available to us now. I personally wanted Bintum versus Vitality, or T1 versus Vitality. But, yeah. Dude, T1. 2-0. Alright. You win this one, Bintum. Are you familiar with, like, the NA Hate Watches Bintum line, or story?
Wait, what? I know he went like 8. I don't even know why this Bintum guy still wants to scrim us. Did Toronto tell you about like our scrim, like what happened?
I think you told me part of it. What was the full story?
Okay, so the full story is so for the qualifiers we scrimmed them a lot and we learned a lot from them.
Yeah, they had nothing to play for, by the way. Like they were auto qualified from the points.
So like I'm guessing they might have learned some from us, and then we learned a lot from them.
Yeah.
So like going into this event, we like looked to play against them, like to practice a lot. And what happened was like the set launches, and I think we were scrimming against some other team, and we had like 3 blocks for the day. And after our second block, I don't know what happened, but I think Setsuko just like mental boomed, and he was just like, "Fuck this! Like I'm gonna go play solo queue." But like before that is basically we had a schedule with T1 at like, let's say like 5 p.m.
Okay.
And we had a scrim ending at like 4, but then we wanted to play one more game, and then after that we wanted to play another game. So we basically, Toronto was like, sorry, could you guys wait like 1 hour? And then after that they're like, sorry, could you wait another 30 minutes?
Wait, you guys did that to other teams? You guys did that to us twice.
Oh yeah, because we wanted to extend our scrim block with this one team. I forgot what it was.
I see.
But we felt like we were learning a bunch.
Oh, okay.
So then we extended that, and then after the last game, it was probably against the Falcons. Because it was really close.
Yeah.
And then after we got like 5, 6, 7, 8 twice by them, we tried to figure out what the fuck was going on, because but like honestly we were like throwing like placements where it was just like individual mistakes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything like team oriented. So and then we were all just like kind of just like wanted to go play solo queue.
Yeah.
And then after flaking on Bintium twice, Charles was like, something came up. I don't think we got it. But then like the next day he was like scrim, and then we're like, bet. And then we just started scrimming again. But
dude, Bintum is actually super nice.
Yeah.
He hit me with the Lex Luthor. Like he told me like he walked up to me. He's like, "Oh, Frodan, I'm such a big fan. Hello, I always want to meet you." And I'm like, "What?" Like this guy, because if you watch my stream, you know that in my channel, Bintum, it gets memed on nonstop. Hate watch nonstop. Everyone just like laughed. They literally typed Bintum with an 8 instead of a B and a 7 instead of a T. It's 8IN7EUM. And this guy walks up and he hits me with the Lex Luthor to Clark Kent at the dinner party, and be like, "Oh, I'm such a big fan. I'm so oh man, this guy is actually the super villain of TFT, man. I have no idea." He's actually such a nice guy, and then he just makes the finals and beats all of NA. Oh no, the revenge of Bintum. Don't be mean to him. I'm not. I actually have said since set 11 that Bintum's my favorite APAC player. I actually been on record to say that multiple times. I said that specifically. I want Bintum to make every final lobby and then go 8-8-8-8-8. But that's actually a compliment, because making final lobby means you're really, really good. I mean, he's clearly the best Korean player that we have in TFT. We thought for a while it was like Bobe or Dudu, but it's definitely Bintum.
Is Dudu retired?
Yeah, I think he went to like the military or something like that.
Oh, okay. I mean, Bobe is for sure probably the second best player.
The thing is, Bobe thinks he himself is like really, really bad.
Oh nah.
Because like I think he's like, I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but I think he's identified that like some sets and patches he gets it, and some patches he's just like completely lost.
Oh, okay.
So he's not like consistent, but like he has high peaks, but he's just not like.
I mean, I think his fundamentals are good enough. He just needs someone to give him the read.
Yeah. Sometimes he just has the wrong read.
I think that's like what's good about 44. Someone on your team has the read.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Who had the read on your team?
Milk. It's Milk.
Oh, like it's always Milk.
We always argue, like, and me, Setsuko, and Toronto are just like, bro, what the fuck are you even talking about? And then 2 days later, it just circles back to Milk is right. And then after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother arguing. But he just like tells us exactly like what he thinks is like the optimal. And
was it from him diving? Because the thing is, Milk says that he kind of learns the slowest out of you guys, though. I guess like so. I'm actually that's actually cool.
I think if he learns slowly, it's fine because it's correct.
Yeah,
is the thing. Like if you learn like the incorrect read,
like his hit rate is really high.
Yeah, it's 100. It's just 100% accurate.
100%. Is that true also for the qualifiers? For the 44 back in set 11.
I don't remember.
It was like I don't know. Basically 44. The set 11 was much more basic 44. It's like everyone just take a 4 cost line. Like
yeah. The thing is with 44 is. Okay, I mean, the tournament's already over, but I think that the biggest thing that we learned from T1, and basically just 44, is that, bro, the people that are holding Kog'Maw and fucking Rumble and Nunu on their bench, they're just straight up griefing. Bro, they're going 8th anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you're just sitting there wasting your own, like... Yeah, but it's basically, I think T1 is really good at identifying... It's really good to identify who is the most griefable.
Yeah.
And just sending them 8th. So, like last meta, or, like, the qualifier meta, it was all 4 costs, basically. You just have, like,
one Ashe player, one Duluth player, one Kai'Sa player. No, Kai'Sa was terrible.
Yeah, and then you would just be like one player that would play Zyra Zoe with like 2 LDRs.
I forgot the other. I forgot set 11.
Yeah, but you would just Syndra. Syndra.
Oh, faded.
Yeah. And then you would just identify like this guy's like
it's still a Syndra meta. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just like 25. Like someone's 25 HP with Ornn pair, Syndra pair. Your entire team is selling everything else, putting that garbage in the pool. And just rolling the fuck down for Syndra Ornn.
Do you like that meta a bit more than this meta? Or is it the same?
No, I think this meta is actually kind of good.
For 44,
I think
really?
Adding reroll into the mix is...
Because there's like no reroll comps out in 11, right? It was like all 4 costs. Like if you rerolled, you were just like going 8th. What was even viable reroll back in 11?
It was just Zyra Zoe.
Zyra Zoe. Oh, the 2 cost ghostly line.
Yeah. There might have been something else on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about Bebe? I could actually see Bebe being a hard sweat at 4v4, but I feel like the problem with Bebe is that in 4v4 you have to have no ego about like macro and like your lines. They pulled me for an interview for like 20 minutes on the main broadcast, and they asked me like what are some things that people don't know about TFT 4v4, and I was like telling them a bunch of things, but I said that the most important skill is not just communication, but also like getting out of the way and be willing to do that, because sometimes you just have like the god spot for it, and some players are just not going to get out of the way. That costs like some of the EU teams. I talked to some of the EU teams, and like they definitely EU has so much drama. It's actually hilarious. I wish that because there's so many players who just like have so much ego in EU with no results, and it's just hilarious because anyways, it's you just have to learn how to get out of the way sometimes. In 4v4, and I feel like Bebe would maybe struggle with that, because part of what made it difficult was if you disagree with Bebe, he's very stubborn. You can't be that stubborn in 4v4. You have to be open-minded and like approachable.
The con that Milk says he just goes.
Except if you're Milk, apparently.
He just says, "Fuck out of my way, open cell."
Does he say that?
Yeah, he said, "Can you get the fuck out of my way?"
Never mind.
He told me to open cell the other.
Wait.
Because I didn't open cell, and then I was like, I can sell on 5-1. And then we VOD reviewed, and then I was just like, the saloon's not even that important for my board. Like, are you sure you could have just calmed? And he's just like, oh yeah, like next time I'll just calm, like get the fuck out. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh man, that's actually too funny, because I'm starting to remember when Milk and Bebe teamed together, and neither of them would get out of the way. But it's much easier to play 2v2 in that sense, because you just don't play each other's comp. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, 4v4 is like way better than 2v2 now that I'm like seeing it like a year later. Yeah. I mean, 2v2 probably has potential, but it has a lot of the problems from 1v1, but without a lot of the benefits from 4v4.
I think that is kind of important, and we
I used to watch Baby when he played Dota Underlords. Why is he so famous in TFT? It's because he got rank 1 like multiple sets in a row. And he had like a patented playstyle of leveling aggressively with no gold, but like figuring out a way to top 4 every single game. And that was like a unique take on the game. And Bebe was also very opinionated, and he also speaks like perfect English and Korean, so he's like a very interesting, like he's very well positioned in terms of like bridging us to the Korean scene. And we still really respected Korea back then compared to now. Not that Korea's like bad, it's just that like we overly respected them back then. So Bebe kind of had this like supernova of events to like make him kind of popular. But then he started getting into like drama with other, not drama, but like controversy with other TFT players, most notably Milk, where like Milk made a TikTok of calling Bebe's plays bad, and he took it very personally, and he threatened legal litigation against Milk. He like threatened to sue him for like talking bad about him, which is not possible because it just doesn't work that way. And then Bebe, and then there's like a little bit of like a Bebe era drama, culminating in Bebe losing his job because Twitch shut down in Korea, and then Bebe kind of had a mental boom.
Wait, where does Dooney Zuni stream then?
Oh, he streams on Africa.
Oh, okay. Is that like the Korean stream?
That's like Twitch Korea.
Oh, okay. Does he always stream there? Did he always stream there? Or
I think so. Oh, okay. Twitch in general was never that big in Korea. That was like part of the problem, because like Twitch had big viewership, but they couldn't really like monetize the Korean audience. And like the reason why they shut down was because Korea only wants the Korean companies to succeed, so they basically like price gouged bandwidth from Twitch and Netflix.
Yeah.
And then like they had to shut down.
Just greased like.
Anyways, I would love to see a 44 team with Bebe, Milk, +2. Like maybe Soju.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Bebe is watching you from Africa right now, is he? Oh, that's actually hilarious. Anyways, I hung out with Bebe a lot at Worlds when he was casting, and I think Bebe wants to get into business with like he always wanted to be a small business owner, and so he told me that he actually, while he was streaming, was opening up a small business on the side with like one of his close friends. And I think like when Twitch shut down in Korea, he like went to go pursue more business school stuff.
Do you have sound on? How do you hear? What
I do. I mean, I could listen to them if you want.
They don't look very happy.
Dude, they interviewed the losing team.
Yeah,
like look at Snowy right now. He's not even here, man.
Fuck this.
Bro, Juanme.
Like, bro, I don't know why they force you to stay there.
Yeah. Oh, RY has sad face, man. He's got like an Eeyore face as well. Oh man, it's depressing. Is that business related to esports? Oh no, I don't. I think it was either like a clothing store or like a knick-knack souvenir store or something like that. Well, speaking of which, I gotta buy some souvenirs. What are you guys doing? Wait, when's your flight?
Tomorrow morning. What about you?
What time? I think we talked about this.
I think like early morning.
I'm leaving at 6 a.m. I'm leaving in like.
You're way earlier.
I'm leaving in like 12 hours.
Oh.
So.
How long's the flight? It's not direct, right?
Like 21 hours. I actually messed up because Box Bootcamp, he asked me to help cover the finals.
Yeah.
And I said I'm back to 12th, and I think he interpreted it as the 12th day of the final, which is today.
Wait, cover the final? Wait, what do you mean cover the finals?
At the end of every bootcamp, we like watch party the top finishers in each category.
Oh, gotcha.
So I feel bad because he started on July 31st, so the 12th day is actually one day earlier. So yeah, so I messed up. Guys, what is Bebe's Africa TV? I think that guy was memeing. I don't think Bebe is watching me from Africa.
There's a hack that you can do. If you go to the airport and like on the day of your flight, you just ask how much it is to upgrade to business, and it's like usually pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Because they have extra seats.
Oh yeah, like the day of.
On the day of. You never try to do it like.
I might do that. Yeah. But then again, it's like that or like save money for the kid.
Just demand it from Fnatic.
Demand it from. Yeah. I'm not in position to demand anything. They demand a single EWC club championship point, and I couldn't even deliver on that. Coach Frodan, 0% win rate. Honestly, I might have to run it back. I can't end on a 0% win rate. Like that's just embarrassing.
Record holder for lowest win rate.
What is this like half fade by the way? Like billionaire hack to save $50.
Oh, you save a lot more. I don't know. I think it's pretty good if it's cheap. I would never upgrade if it's not cheap.
Alan ZQ. Who do you have in the finals? Wolves or T1?
Honestly, after watching, after just watching Bobe even for like 3 rounds, I think Bobe and Bintum are so consistent.
Yeah, they're very, very consistent. They like carry the team.
This Shelty guy is like high key a Giga Demon.
He had 10 portal every game against you guys.
No, but like the thing is, it's like I feel like those lines are like the unique lines that you're not comfortable playing.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, he loaded with the Locket Zizirot, I think.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was that guy. Locket Zizirot support golem too. And then like triple spat to not only grief you, but also he's like the only player that can play spat spot. But yeah. Final.
I thought that it would I don't know, after watching T1 2-0, I thought Twisted Minds was gonna win. But after T1 just completely dumpstered these guys.
T1 went 2-0-2-0.
Is Twisted Minds good, by the way? Have you guys been watching them?
We scrimmed them a lot. The thing about Twisted Minds is that they have like I said. Remember I said Twisted Minds has one problem, is that sometimes they'll just play like a weird thing and go 8th.
Yeah.
And that's, I even specifically said Juanmei, and that's exactly what happened. That was the problem with our scrims as well. Sometimes Juanmei would just like straight send it and run it 8th out of nowhere. I think that's the biggest problem that Juanmei has in general. Like before, he was much better at the game, so he could get away with it and like win out. But now, the reason why he's having inconsistent results in China is because players are better, and he's just getting punished more often.
Okay, I feel that.
Anyways, T1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. Wolves, 2-1, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0.
Wait, so who's the GOAT of China now? Is there like a clear answer?
I mean, people still say Juanmei just based off of results, but like he's like low key, a little washed, like just like 10% washed. But not really. He still made it to regionals anyways. The best player in China is like people say like Ice is extremely good, but Ice also made some questionable plays this tournament.
I mean, it is really sad.
But Ice is really really good. 60-second is also really really good, and I think like a lot of the top players from China think 60-second is like the best player. I personally think Xiaoge is also extremely good. I think Xiaoge, Alan, and maybe Bintum.
And who? Xiaoge who?
Xiaoge, Alan, ZQ, and like
who the fuck?
Maybe Bintum are like the 3 best individual players here. Like in terms of like right now the best beat on the meta.
I thought you were talking about Chinese players. I was like, how is Alan?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about like if you were to peg like who are like the best individual like in their performance right now, because Alan's like Alan sacked Infinite. They screamed one time, and then did I tell you the strat?
No.
The Z10 strat was they all said fuck it, no scrims, let's just solo queue. Alan hit rank 1. I think the rest of the team also like they basically had a 1, 2, 3, 4 just like you guys.
Yeah.
And then they scrimmed one time, canceled all their scrims when they got here to play more solo queue. In the stairwell behind stage, Alan just has tactics.tools open.
Oh, I was right above them.
And he just tells them what augments to pick and when.
Yeah.
That was their strat. Like, just like, yeah, Alan ZQ just like downloads the entire meta and tries to explain it in 15 minutes backstage.
We were getting coffee with it like as a team. So I ran into Alan twice.
Yeah.
It was once like when we were like walking to like the lounge or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just goes like, yeah, my team has like a mental disease. They just have to play ladder. They just have to solo queue. I'm trying to schedule these scrims, but no one wants to play. They just want to play ladder.
Yeah, they canceled every scrim. They canceled like 3 scrims, like the hour of.
And then I ran into him again at coffee, and he just, I think they just came off of a loss or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, bro, like, I'm telling my team to fucking reroll. They don't reroll. They always go 8 and contest my fucking comp.
They 3-way karma every game.
Yeah. He was just sitting there just mauling.
No econ, no streak, no teamwork, hit anyways. That's the Z10 experience.
Are they like friends before?
No, they are.
Oh, okay.
They are.
They're not very happy.
Yeah, but they're also the team that took gold.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what ended up happening was they were like really, because you know the EU like yaps a lot, so like they were very communicative. Also, the Polish players yap extra, very communicative. Like, okay, this is our team, blah blah. You can do this, do that. They said that like everyone just they picked their augments on 4-2. No one knew that Chuso took golden egg. They pop onto his board, scout him at 4-3 because he didn't even say I'm taking golden egg. He just took it.
He just sat there
and he said nothing. And they all scout and they said, wait, you took golden egg? And he said, yeah. And then they didn't talk for the rest of the match, like half an hour dead silence.
And they won that match?
They won anyway.
Bro, you just say nothing.
Yeah. Oh man, these EU teams are too funny. I'm pretty sure if they do EWC next year, they're gonna do a lot of more interesting teams. Like it's not gonna be like all French. I think they're gonna like mix and match. Like this tournament, I think inspired a lot of them to start like breaking out of their shells instead of just like all Polish, all France, all Spain. Yeah, like all Germany. I think they might.
When they play, do they speak English? Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they have to speak English. But like this tournament may have been like really important for EU to just start working together because they're like, yeah, I can't stand some of these guys in my own region. But I'm not gonna say what and who. But I actually think that's like fun for TFT because team drama is like low key some of the most fun things about esports. Because well, I think Vitality might be the only team that sticks together. Let's just put it that way. I think every other team.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with Persimmon Toronto. Because the thing is, like, we want to play with Persimmon, but the thing is, like, Toronto is also a fucking beast.
Can't you just like convert Toronto into the coach?
No, but the thing is, like, I don't want to put him on.
Oh, he's like too good to be a coach.
I think if anything, it'd be Prestivan. Yeah, he's too good to be. I think it would be Prestivan would probably take me or Toronto's spot. And then we would just go be a coach.
No, you would be a coach.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind. I'm pretty sure.
No.
I don't mean to self-glaze, but Setsuko said that I'm probably the best IGL in the event.
Setsuko said that?
I mean, my comms are actually kind of insane.
He said that and he didn't like flame you at all.
I mean, the thing is about our team also is, bro, if Setsuko's willing to play the fucking Kog'Maw, that's how you know it's over for everyone else.
Yeah, that's it.
Kog'Maw.
He
AVP 6. Like,
I'm pretty sure Setsuko averaged like a 6.5 this tournament.
Yeah, but he did his job.
It's a fake 6.5, but like it is funny.
The AVP is so fucking fake.
Yeah.
The Karma Central player will always have a good AVP.
I feel like he never got the spot for win out, except for one game, but like you guys won that game anyways. So.
I think he did win that game. He just sold his word.
I meant like you guys were like super far ahead that game. Like Milk had the clutch multiple times. You had the clutch multiple times. Setsuko never had the. He had the shitter job. Dirty work.
Just sit there and go fifth.
The janitor.
A good sixth.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
He's
that.
he's Devin Booker. I don't know if you follow the NBA or the Olympics, but like basically the Olympics they always have a struggle with like they have LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Like someone has to do the dirty work. And
so what's the dirty work?
The dirty work is like boxing out for rebound, chasing after the ball, playing good defense. Yeah, it's like the no stats bench stuff.
Yeah.
And like basically the NBA players were like they're gonna like there's a chance this team struggles because everyone has too big of an ego. No one's gonna play the dirty work.
Yeah.
And then Devin Booker quote tweets and says I'll do it, and then he did it. And then
he's just sweating his ass off.
Yeah,
and just like,
and he was like the MVP. He's like this unsung MVP. Because like LeBron won MVP, but like everyone kind of knows Devin Booker's the MVP. Anyways, you can't coach, man. I think that's you need an IGL for sure. Actually, it's interesting that you guys have an IGL because, like, philosophically, our team. I personally said that we should like kind of have like IGL, and I kind of wanted Kiyun to do it, but then everyone's like, "Nah, you can't. No one's an IGL. No one's an IGL."
Oh, it's not really IGL. It's more so just like. I mean, everyone yaps when they need to, but I think. I don't know. Just like keeping focus on some stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do need to have like someone kind of pushing comms because when Kiyun doesn't talk, our team doesn't talk. At all. Like Malala actually has a problem speaking up in the sense that like sometimes he like his voice is so soft it's not picking up on the mic.
Oh, okay.
So
does he plays Valorant, right?
Malala?
Yeah. Does he play Jet or no?
I don't know actually.
I know he does.
Does he?
The fucking duelists just sit there, no mic, and just sit there and try to shoot people.
One thing that I did as a coach was like I tried to assign them to play other games outside of TFT to like work on teamwork in general. And they did play Valorant, so that was part of the assignment. So I know he does play Valorant for sure. I just don't know what he plays. All I know is Kiyun is not on Jet because that dude has the worst Valorant mechanics of all time.
He's actually kind of a deep.
He sits behind like the sites with a judge.
Okay, or the Odin.
He's like a Brimstone player, drops the smokes, walks in the smokes with a judge or an Odin.
I mean, he's actually an Odin deep.
Malala's a chamber player? Okay. I don't know. I know that I know that Weijin, Malala, and Kiyun did it. And Disso doesn't play Valorant. Plus he was prepping for Worlds, so he did his own thing. But yeah.
You guys probably would have been better if Disso just didn't win Worlds.
Yeah.
He would have more time to just like chill.
Exactly. And he'd be more motivated too.
Yeah. Bro, he just won
He's
Worlds.
so tired. Like people don't understand how tired Disso is. He was like passing out in his chair during boot camp multiple times. And also because like I tax him too because I asked him to do like Disso. I already do most of the heavy lifting for content for TFT Academy, but like I still asked Disso to do other things, and so he had to do that and boot camp and all this stuff. Yeah, it's just hard. So, like, we would have done better if Days of Invasion had 24 hours break before we had to start focusing on Set 12. They played Worlds and then had 24 hours, and then they had to start playing PBE scrims. But they knew they needed to because as Fnatic, we didn't play the qualifier, so our team is fundamentally inexperienced in 4v4.
Yeah.
Like the most experienced player was Kiyun, which is why I think Kiyun's the best of this format. The misconception that you guys might have, like Fnatic might pick, you guys might pick on Kiyun the most, but he's actually the best player at 4v4 because he's the most experienced, he's the most vocal, and he had the best meta read. Like we should have followed Kiyun's lead, but part of it was that like we tried to do it like a democracy, like everyone says what their opinion, and then we vote, which I don't think was the right call. So that was like a mistake that I made as a coach. But I mean I learned that lesson. So.
I mean, I feel like Wage and Digital were so good at like analyzing their own AVP.
Yeah.
That like anything that
it's hard to go against.
No, it's the same with Milk.
Yeah.
Like Milk was kind of stubborn and like if it hurts his AVP, he's just like, why would I freak my AVP? But then like we all just yelled at him.
Yeah. No, I mean like it's not okay. Democracy isn't fake. You definitely can do stuff like that, but like it's hard because like individually everyone has such like it's hard because the team is like it's like too accomplished.
Yeah.
They have too many results. And so like when Dishsoap, the rating world champion, goes against Malala, who has who's also a world champion, going up against Weijin, who's made it to 3 out of 4 worlds and like is also extremely good and like our best win out player. It's like it's just hard because all 3 of them disagree. It's like what do you do? It's like 1, 2, 3, 3 different opinions. It's like
just move on. You just agree.
I say like I write all of it down. I say let's agree to disagree. Let's try this strategy, then try this strategy, and try this strategy, and see what works. And then 2 of them works and 1 doesn't, so we discard 1. And then like 1 of the 2 works in our scrims. We just choose to follow that. But that ends up being the wrong thing because scrims is just like kind of fake because it's like 3 games or 6 games.
Yeah.
So you get like a fake result and a fake scrim, but like we're voted by democracy. It's just really hard.
Yeah.
Really, really hard. That was like the biggest mistake I made with Fnatic as a coach. But I mean, part of this thing is like they don't fault me on that because they also want to do the same thing. But like having learned that lesson, I would do it like really differently, philosophically from the top down. But it's like so. I mean, honestly, I feel for like the Olympic NBA coaches for the USA. Like they have to do exactly this. Like manage a team of like LeBron and yeah, it's like how do you manage all that? Because like if LeBron and Steph Curry come up to you and be like, we want to do different things, like what do you do? You're just like, oh shit.
So who ended up being right? Like with your
who ended up being right? None of them. It was Kiyun. Kiyun was the wildest thing of all because Kiyun's the loudest and he's the yappiest, but like Kiyun was averaging a straight 7 in scrims.
Oh, so like they didn't want to listen to him, or
like low key, I think they didn't want to listen to Kiyun because his AVP was so low in scrims. Like Kiyun was actually starting to get embarrassed because Vitality would spectate our scrims, and every single 7th that Kiyun took. Like, he was averaging worse than a 7th. Yeah, he was averaging a 7.2. I tracked their stats. He was averaging a 7.2 in scrims. And Vitality would DM us after every 7th. Like Milk would watch our scrims, and Kiyun would go 7th again. And Milk would just type Monka W.
Milk's second monitor was resetting the, renewing the OK.GG.
Yeah. So the part of the problem was Kiyun had the right read, but his results were so bad that I think it was like hard to trust. And all of us were so inexperienced at that, but yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but also ironically enough, even though Kiyun was averaging a 7.2, we actually won like 70% of our scrims. So.
Oh yeah, he was probably still contributing.
Yeah, he was contributing.
Yeah.
And the issue was that when we changed direction, we ended up following like a couple of other reads instead. We ended up winning most of our scrims, so we just felt like that was good, and that's like the wrong approach.
Oh, okay.
Because part of it was like, well, we have such limited time, so let's just follow what's working, and that was, yeah. Ultimately though, if I were to be quite honest, I think that like it would only change maybe 1 game at most, but in this format, 1 game's like everything.
Yeah.
Like everything else, I'm pretty sure we played really well. Like.
I high roll and you can swing that game. You're
yeah, exactly. It's a brand new series, and like we wouldn't be in losers, and like yeah, it's like everything changes. So there you go. That's like the entire like the breakdown of what went wrong with Fnatic. Like the players were like too individually accomplished.
Maybe I can host a 4v4.
You should. If you can, I want to like help make the 4v4 like. I want Intel to want to do a 4v4 thing more often. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'm talking with another brand.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not
Or
sure.
like anything that you do. Also, we could. I think I can maybe talk to Riot about making it like maybe finals could be on LAN. We have in Seattle. They're trying to do more things in that Seattle place.
Yes. Okay.
And so like maybe we could do it. They have the studio setup is perfect for it. They have 4 individual studios upstairs, and so like the 4 teams just are there.
Yeah.
And then so like they could they have like all the setup for it.
Do you need for the cup, like the Tactician's Trials, whatever? Do you have to sign up for that or no? 'Cause I think I forgot to sign up.
Oh, I think if you qualify via snapshot, you have to sign up for the cup, but you should be automatically entering trials. You should be.
Nice.
Also, the thing is, I wouldn't trust Riot on this.
Like after playing against like the fucking 60-second Snowy, I go back to fucking queue up against Sir Newts.
Sir Newts?
On the NA, Sir Newts.
Oh.
I don't know, it's like 4 a.m. in Germany, and we just see this guy in our lobby every single game.
Who is Sir Newts?
Sir Newts. I don't know, he's in my lobby, and he goes guaranteed Giga 8, and then I look to my right, he's from Tokyo, he just goes 8th in his game, he's back in my game.
Oh.
Because like he's more games than Solus, I think.
Oh. That's usually Plumblom. Plumblom has like 200 games already, and the set's been out for like 7 days. I'm pretty sure some of these players on NA have other people playing on their account when they're sleeping. There's no way they can grind.
They can't.
There's no way they can grind that many games in a row.
It's usually like the Chinese names.
Yeah,
I think they're just high key.
Natural 8. That guy's a demon.
We load into Chinese 44 scrims on live.
Yeah.
And then they just have like these challenger accounts that we see on NA all the time. You know it's not them.
Oh,
they
yeah,
just ask for their account.
Oh, yeah, that's actually so funny. When we scrim against them, it's like, wait, I thought these guys were like just NA guys, but now we figured it out. There's a lot of like secret challenger accounts that like Juanmei and 60-second and Ningli, yeah, they all play and share. So I'm starting to think half of the NA challenger base is actually just CN players in disguise.
Did you see the I don't know if you talked about like the win trading that was going on in China?
Oh yeah.
Did you want to talk about it?
I got halfway through.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, this is like, so Disso told me during Worlds, he's like, yo, there's actually some win trade allegations. What do you think? And
who brought out the allegations? Who said that? He noticed it himself, or someone just.
I mean, I could just go back. Like, fuck it. Let me go back to Discord. Give me like a.
I don't know if Riot's like telling you not, because if Riot's telling you not to talk about it.
No, they didn't say anything.
All I'm gonna say it's pretty blatant.
It looks pretty blatant. Let me. I'm going through all my Discord servers. Give me a sec here. Global TFT event. What is it? Fox Monsters Tag Championship.
Oh, it's like
there are too many TFT Discord servers. Americas. Vegas. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh wait, actually, maybe I can search Dishsoap's history because I think.
Oh, he talked to you about it.
Basically, Dishsoap said like, "Yo, there's win trade allegations," and he just like wanted to give me like a heads up, just for the shits and giggles. And but the thing is, the person that posted it posted like one screenshot, and it was like, okay, well, like and so I was like, this is like hard to substantiate. Plus,
was it the Alawi?
Yeah, it was Alawi too. Wait, when was Worlds?
I don't remember.
Let me see. And so I kind of forgot about it. And so, like, cause I was like, okay, if there is problems, then you'll tell me about it. Oh, yeah. Oh no, he posted several screenshots. Never mind. But then he like told me like what was going on, and then it was only a few screenshots. But the problem was that I didn't know it was Tartman. Oh, it's the same guy. Tartman.
Oh, and he brought it up in the Discord.
He brought it up in the Discord to the admins. They said nothing.
Bro, what are these admins even doing? It's so obvious.
The only people talking was Canbiz, Kubikson, and Tartman.
And they didn't like the admins literally just didn't address anything.
Well, I mean, I don't get to see this. This is player chat. This is player chat. So I was part of talent chat or like Costream chat.
Yeah. It's that one where he just has Diana. He's sitting back, leaned back, 14 HP, one off of his entire board. He's just sitting there 70 gold.
Disso typed me an essay to post 6 screenshots, and I wrote, "Yeah, I'm with the baby. I'll check when I can." I don't think I checked.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about it.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I was like, I'll check back in it when I can, and then the admins didn't say anything. I kind of forgot about it, and then
he just got him.
And then nothing came of it, so I kind of thought that nothing was substantiated. But yeah. But I got halfway through the screenshots. I mean, just okay. If you guys are missing the context, I feel like it's worth showing.
You just need to show that one screenshot. That's it. It's so blatant.
Wait, I can't. Wait, which one is it? Does anybody have the list?
I think Tartman on Twitter. Tartyman.
Yeah, but like I'm not logged in.
Oh.
So like you don't log. You can't look at it. Oh, someone has the unroll. Yeah, thank you. Chat's got me.
Unroll.
Unroll's like it's like a Twitter, like shows you all the tweets. Okay, so the first screenshot, this one, level 5, 60 gold, 12 out of 20 on a comp that wants to send a 0 with Janna reroll, right? So like that's one sketchy, and then there's like does like questionable augment choices. Then on 4-3, 10 free reroll encounter, chooses not to use it. He's one off Lux 3. Like 10 free rerolls, and he's like this close, right? 58 gold, 3 loss. All right, extremely sus. This one sells his Alawi 2 to play another naked Diana 2 on the board.
Yeah, let's just say
one life, 14 HP, has Alawi 2 on the board, just sells it to play another Diana 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I got halfway through here, and I was like, yeah, he did it. And then it turns out there's like, I was only halfway through, there's like even more. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for reading me. I hope my English not too bad, and we won't have this kind of attitude during World Championship anymore.
Who was he win trading?
He was win trading other CN players. I think it was Li Xiao, who's on Wolves.
Yeah. All right, fuck it. Just like a competitor ruling Li Xiao right now. Fuck. No, but honestly,
while